A couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigarettes, so to save a little money, they got one from this hippie that smelled kind of funny. And the next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty, too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Found a store with the sign, said their beer was coldest, so they sent in Brad, because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar, walked over to where all them registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. The clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped, he said, son, I'm not going to call the cops, but I'm going to have to keep this card. The guys both took it pretty hard. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Oh, how happy we would be had we only brought a better fake ID on this B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They found this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He claimed to be the one from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him all their cash. He bought them some brew. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good it should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time so they could sing with all their friends. They say the road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All we need is a 10 and a 5 or a car and a key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run.
Yeah. The fabulous Todd Snyder, my man. Good morning. As the singers will tell you, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Woohoo! Christy on assignment at the news desk. It's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
They call him Benedict.
Some do.
Some do.
Benedict, huh?
I think I broke it. I love that joke. You ever hear that joke?
I imagine.
Benedict! Hell, I think I broke it. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We look forward to seeing what's going on at the sports desk.
Benedict, I think I broke it. I know, right?
All the foxes love it, yeah.
Oh, man. The fox is laughing. That puts you in a good mood, right? Yeah, I know. I heard that.
Are you sure those are foxes?
That's what they said. I think I've seen the video. You can't put out a video that could be entirely manufactured by something on the internet and not be true.
Sorry.
That one seems true, that if you tickle a fox, it'll make that noise.
Yeah, they're tickling the fox. They like to be tickled.
Oh, is that what that is? We have a fox in our neighborhood. See him all the time, even in the middle of the day. Just walking around.
We have one, too. And he has a Facebook page.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, he's called City Fox, and he just...
I saw Tom's fox, actually.
You did?
Yeah, on his lawn.
Yeah, he's just walking around all the time.
That's how ours is, yeah.
Isn't it, if you see a fox like that, they probably have disease or something?
That's a fox you don't apparently
I don't think so.
This one looks like he's been to rehab. Like, it's bad. It's bad.
They say that if a fox isn't really skittish around you,
he's skittish, but I mean, you see, it's
okay.
Everyone in the neighborhood, he's there he's running around all the time.
I used to be somebody. I was a country fox.
I like your description, though. It looks like he's been through rehab. We do have an urban horse on the loose story, among others, today.
Oh, my.
And we just touched base with a couple of quick stories yesterday that I think I want to revisit, including the chicken in the subway.
Which came first? Subway or the chicken?
I'm guessing in this case,
do you know what they went through to build the subway in New York?
Of course.
It was
amazing.
stunning. Yeah, and it was... hang on a second.
Could you do maybe
I have a bone
food
to
run
pick with you, by the way.
Wait, Tom wants me to do a food run.
Pay attention to this bone over here first.
Please.
What's the deal with the caricature in the hallway of you.
Somebody made that for us. I forget the gentleman's name.
It wasn't us.
In honor of Cod Day. Remember Cod Day when I microwaved some cod and there was...
and you stunk up the joint?
Yeah, and he sent that to us, and I came across it again recently. I went, oh, yeah, I forgot about this, and so I framed it and put it up.
You did, didn't you? Did you get approval for that?
These hallways... No, I don't need I'm going on 7 years, Pat.
Oh, you're mad
Approval is
because
no
your
longer...
face isn't on any of these pictures.
I'm not
We
mad.
have to look at that
I just
every
thought,
day.
hey, you know what? I'm a part of this show, and I need to start acting like it, and so I hung a picture of me up.
Well, I didn't know that it was you.
Yeah, right.
And it does
No,
look like...
I thought it was a portly Allen Ginsberg.
Which you have called me. So you knew it was me.
Okay. I must not have been paying attention when you called him a portly Allen Ginsberg. That's pretty... No, but it has the cartoon-esque squiggly lines that means you stink.
Yes.
So I didn't make that connection.
Yeah.
you're telling
It's
me.
all about
The
cod.
implication
Okay,
is
it's
you
cod
have
day.
it.
Okay.
B.O.
Well, if you didn't know the context, yes.
I did not know the context. I was not here that day.
Yeah.
Josh, I like the way you think.
Thank you, sir.
I got to dig something up.
Yeah, man.
See what you caused? Now
Well,
he's
even
gonna
Ace
hang
has
up.
been on the refrigerator for a while.
He was?
Couple
Well,
years.
that doesn't count.
Well, it's still your picture up
The
in
old
this
Rolling
building.
Stone cover.
Oh, well, I said either take that down or I quit. I think.
Well, apparently...
Okay,
Mark,
there's the photograph.
Mark doesn't care for it. He wants to take it down.
Let's sketch,
He
yeah.
handed it to me.
It has that, what is it, Hirschfeld look from the...
Yeah, it does.
little bit.
Yeah,
Kind of the New Yorker.
editorial,
Yeah, it's
cartoon.
terrific.
The pig is asking for a bank loan.
Yeah, the implication I see with the wavy lines is that you have some kind of
simile.
foul odor.
Sure. Well, in this case, it's not emanating from me. It's just in the area, and I'm laughing because
And your face, it doesn't look like you're laughing. It looks like you're masturbating.
No, wait.
Yes, it does.
I think some of you are bringing your own ideas
Hold it up again.
to the picture.
And I can't see the pizza
yeah,
you
you're
have
right,
out,
Chick.
just out of frame.
That's what stinks, man.
That's where that is the heat thing.
Yeah, the heat from the pizza.
You know, we should have a contest where people have to fill out the rest of the drawing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we should have a contest. Who should be the new sidekick?
Oh, that is very nice. That's a nice.
That's with a
thank
good
you.
time.
Isn't that good? You did. Yeah, he's
We did a
talented.
thing years ago where we had we asked people to draw us,
Yeah.
and we had so many entries, and some of them were terrific.
I bet. Yeah.
And the guy that won was a high school kid,
Cool.
and we did our show from his parents' house. It was fun.
That was the prize?
Yeah,
That you would go and broadcast from their home?
yeah. We had more than 100 entries, and
And let me tell you something.
they were so good.
I remember this vividly because the homeowners were not happy we were there. I don't know how they got dragged into it, but
Their teenage son. Yeah.
I don't believe that they knew the Bob and Tom show as well as the person who entered. Yeah. That very much happened. Yeah. We were sitting at their kitchen table.
Yeah, it got real old real fast. But it was
See the
fun.
other thing I hung up?
I did not.
It's one of the best quotes that's ever been sent to the show by a listener.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Robert sent in, there are two things Tom Griswold does not like: change and the way things are.
Love it. Love it
So
when
I-
they,
I
love it when
typed
they
that
get
up
it right.
and framed it. I went, that is worth hanging.
Well, you
on
were
the wall.
busy yesterday.
Boy, just
Frank,
redecorating. And
Took a whole 7 minutes, I'm going to say.
Now, coming up, we have
Fascinating.
a number of interesting things in the news, including the
Get to it.
brawl. I've got to be careful. There was a brawl at Disney World.
Oh, there was?
Okay, there's a brawl at Disney World every day, I'm guessing. Multiple brawls.
That's ugliness.
Well, they force the
Standing in
happiest
line, yeah.
place on earth down your throat, and you get kind of pissed about it. That's what happened.
I don't know.
Plus, you got kids everywhere misbehaving. Get back here!
We have an interesting story in sports that involves
I'll see about that.
a dead bird.
Uh-oh.
Oh, again.
Randy Johnson throw out a first pitch?
Yeah, that's the amazing. You've seen that video, right?
A couple of great world records. Very excited about that.
Well, our top story in sports is the NHL, and this game just got over a couple hours ago. I'm not kidding. Matthew Tkachuk, which is actually also the sound the puck makes when it hits the pipe,
That's right.
And the Kachuk beat Frederick Anderson with 2 E's, not all in a row. In the final seconds of the fourth overtime.
That's ridiculous.
To lift the Panthers past the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2 in Raleigh, North Carolina, early Friday morning.
Do you understand? They played more than 2 hockey games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Boy, and they were sweaty. They were sweaty after that.
Oh, yeah, that equipment manager he got his money's worth last night.
Didn't you have an opportunity to be in a hockey locker room?
Yeah.
Comment on the stench.
It's really something, yeah. Yeah, those pads, they absorb.
Yeah. Do they get cleaned very often?
I don't know if it's very often. I mean, they would have to at some point, but...
How would you compare it to the outfit you had to wear in the summertime at Six Flags while you were portraying Foghorn Leghorn?
Didn't smell as bad because that got cleaned essentially nightly. So we disinfected nightly.
I see. Now, also coming up, we have Mastodons in the news. You know what a mastodon is, Josh?
Yeah, it's essentially a woolly mammoth. They're very similar.
And they don't have any anymore.
No, they're long extinct. They're long extinct.
Hold on. What are you saying? They don't have them anymore?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. I feel like I'm a 4th grader who's been invited to sit in and shadow you guys. You know what a mastodon is, Josh?
Doesn't the mastodon sound like a burger or something at some place? And we get the mastodon. It's 3 burgers, barbecue sauce, 4 buns.
You're going to eat and eat and eat
if you eat the mastodon.
Yeah, but this mastodon is just verifies my theory that nobody knows how these dinosaurs were put together. They're all just guessing.
No, they know exactly how they're put together.
No, they don't.
Okay, well,
this bone goes over here. Right. The T-Rex had tiny arms. Whatever.
Okay, coming up, a song with Mr. Godwin.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
Pat,
Yeah.
I know you got a long weekend. You're working. We'll get to that later on. And the world's most expensive ice cream in the news.
Oh.
So we'll get to all that. But right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's easy to get caught up on what everyone else needs from you and not take a moment to get yourself where you need to be. This is where therapy comes in. And therapy can give you the tools to get your life in a better place, a place of balance, if you will. And what BetterHelp is all about is about hooking you up with a licensed therapist. And the interesting thing about this is the therapy itself, the journey of self-discovery, is done online, which makes it a lot more convenient. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Like I said, it's entirely online. For your convenience, flexible, suited to your schedule, et cetera, et cetera. The way it works is you fill out a brief questionnaire from BetterHelp, and then you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So for more balance, give it a shot. It's called BetterHelp. You'll find it at betterhelp.com/BT show. That'll knock off 10% on your first month if you use the address betterhelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. When we come back, we'll check in with Mr. McGee at the Sports Desk. We'll get our first song out of Pat Godwin. And we have,
oh, boy.
For the second time this week, we have ping pong balls in the news.
Oh.
Are you excited?
Oh, didn't your grandmother and grandfather play ping pong, Josh?
Yeah. We may as well revisit that.
Why not?
Well, we'll find out about ping pong when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with a cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's spelled D-A-L-Y like Connor Daly, that could fly.
Hell, they never call anymore. In fact, they never come by. I just like to see my little daughter, Lucy. Sometimes she just brings her kids over. And Tommy, my son, he never comes over. Heck, I'm just sitting here all alone, waiting for the phone to ring. The mail never comes. I never get any mail. Nobody ever calls me. It's just a terrible thing. That's the way it is, I guess. I'll just keep watching these old soap operas and hopefully things get better.
The telephone. When it rings, answer it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hey, Chick. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold and Christy Lee, both on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. I think Willie's going to be coming a little bit later.
All right, sir.
He and Reno Collier are going to be in Dayton, Ohio at the Funny Bone tonight and tomorrow. I'd also like to remind you that our friend Greg Morton will be at Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky. He's terrific. I highly recommend his program. Josh, you want to object to the fact that I'm mentioning Greg?
No, I'm good, man.
Greg Morton's on the list now.
That's a great club, great comedian.
Okay, very good, very good.
Right,
I tell you where Haywood was, but I don't know, and I bet he doesn't either.
True enough.
We have a lot to get to today. Now, that would include the sporting news. Yes.
Dear Chick, this email just in. Not expecting this to be read on the show, but I have to tell Chick that I've added this song to my favorite playlist. And every time it comes on, I rock out harder than anyone should. Yeah. Thank you for that and for this.
Our love is a lie.
And for something called
So we begin.
LSD.
We'll have to explain to Ms. Jess Hooker what we're talking about. LSD, not the, whatever it is, lysergic, Timothy Leary stuff.
Sure.
But Lakeshore Drive.
Oh, okay.
In Chicago. There's a great song called Lakeshore Drive.
I disagree strongly.
And we were... Josh, help me here. It became revitalized, if you will, much the same way Kate Bush made a comeback because of Stranger Things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The song LSD, which was a regional hit, primarily Chicago and St. Louis, came back again because the original, was it the second Guardians of the Galaxy that it was in? Or
yes.
First? I remember Guardians of the Galaxy, there was kind of a whole subplot about the cassette and the mixtape. It was funny.
It was his mom's.
Yeah, and
heartwarming.
Josh was the only one of us who'd heard the song.
Okay.
But it's a great song, and we were able to talk to the writer of the song and the singer of the song, and he actually did a custom version of the song. If you don't mind, I'd like to feature this.
Sure.
This is all about Josh. This is really one of my favorite moments in the show.
There ain't no road just like it. Anywhere I found. Running south with Josh Arnold getting into town. Yeah. Just slipping on by with Josh. Fighting that trouble bound.
Isn't that great?
That is cool.
That tinkling piano, those descending guitar lines. Pat, that's not nice.
It's okay. Yeah, that's much better than anything you've ever written.
Pat, on our list.
On our list, what?
On our list, I think we have to to-do list, the Tom and Pat to-do list. A version of that fully about Josh.
Please.
The whole thing.
Yeah, not just the chorus.
We'll get the original singer to come back in.
Well, that's going to be tough.
It's three of them, and they're all three. A. Liotta, Haynes, and Jeremiah are
Ray
all,
Liotta, wow.
No, A. Liotta. A. Liotta, yeah.
He's with
These
Ray
are last
Liotta.
names.
Funny enough.
All my life, I always wanted to write a horrible song. It's Ray Liotta.
No, isn't that nice, though?
That's nice. Very cool.
A hell of a gift.
No, I don't know why, for some reason, today's become Josh Arnold Day here.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Well, you started it hanging a picture of you out in the hallway.
I don't know about that.
I expect that out of God.
Do we know the name of the gentleman or lady who drew that nice?
No, and he signed it, but he signed it in that classic artist style.
It looks kind of like one of those Hirschfeld
Turd Burgles
Broadway line drawings of Josh.
And I've got many great caricatures. We all
You
have.
do, yeah.
That's a nice one. And I mentioned also on the radio earlier this morning on this program, in fact, that he said
he's going to recap the last half hour. Somebody stop
No,
him.
the last 25 minutes. I mentioned we have ping pong balls back in the news. Now, Jess, you were not here for this. There was an exciting story about the ping pong ball and death in the news earlier.
Someone died?
Yes.
Not from the ping pong ball, but
Oh.
there was a ping pong ball involved, yeah.
Yeah, the ping pong ball was on site, if you will, at the death. And then,
in sight. Well, not in sight, but yeah.
Okay.
He shot it out of his ass, right?
Well,
no, it was in there at the time of...
I bet when he was electrocuted, it shot.
Wait, he was electrocuted?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Another toy sort of.
Do you remember the word that they used, John?
God, yeah.
I do. Autoerotic paraphilia.
Ooh.
Which means
That's a new one, yeah.
using many fetishes at once.
I remember the word they used, parents.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did find him.
They find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fellow was having a love session with himself, if you will.
Well, no one deserves your love more than you.
That's right.
And
True.
yeah, it went south on
Wait,
him.
we have another story.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So we have another
okay.
ping pong ball
So
story
they're
today.
different. No, we have another penile story.
Oh, that's true, yes.
Of course.
This has
We're
the
up
phrase.
to our necks and penises.
This is from a scientific journal, and it uses the term penile strangulation.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a new twist on the Boston.
And by the way, I'm very proud of my penis. I'll put it up against any guy's. You know that?
We're on at a bus station.
I'll let it speak for itself.
When you say you're going to put it up against.
Hey, by the way, you know my mom.
Okay.
Speaking of penises, my mom.
Yeah.
You know my mom really didn't understand what I did for a living until we had all of our caricatures on a 32-ounce cup that you could pick up at the convenience store. And then she looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you've made it."
Oh, isn't that sweet?
That is sweet.
Isn't that nice?
That's very sweet.
That is very nice.
I guess.
I'll enlighten you on this story, Josh. This gentleman was fatally electrocuted during what is described here as a masturbation session that involved, among other things, a ping pong ball lodged in his backside.
Okay.
This is detailed in a journal known as Legal Medicine. The 30-year-old man who was living with his parents, strike one, apparently was trying to satisfy multiple fetishes.
Maybe
when
they're
he
very
died.
close. You don't know.
A practice known as autoerotic paraphilia. He was found dead, wrapped up in plastic, with a, quote, fancy condom in a plastic translucent box in his intestine.
That's weird. I don't
and
know.
a ping pong ball attached to a plastic cylinder lodged in his rectum.
That's a lot.
He died. Apparently, he was using an electronic device, quote, stimulating his lower abdomen that says here apparently short-circuited.
Okay, this is close to. Remember the guy and he liked horses?
Yeah.
The preparation that this guy with the ping pong ball had to.
Sure.
It took him hours.
That's a part of the arousal, I think.
But the guy with the horses, he had a horse on a trailer, and he'd go out.
He had to have a ladder, right?
Yeah, had to do the whole thing.
That horse story, the one you're referencing, the guy had hand-built a special trailer, sadly, to what's the word I'm looking for? Keep the horse from moving.
Oh,
and he was towing it on a Volkswagen. He'd put I mean, this guy had spent hundreds of hours prepping for this.
You remember the reason he passed away?
Yes.
He received from the horse.
Oh, that was a different one.
That's a different guy?
That's a different guy. That guy, that's something you do once.
Boy.
I'd say.
Yeah. By the way, they say this poor guy with the ping pong ball in the keister.
How old is that story? Do you know? Is that recent?
Yeah, this week.
Oh God.
This is from I like to get these. These only show up in scientific journals. You're not going to find this story in People magazine.
Right.
Lester tonight. Breaking news: ping pong ball in man's ass.
How do you think the parents? Because they found him.
Yeah.
They went in and do you think they were reading papers in their chairs and all of a sudden the lights kind of dimmed? George, how's that? You think, honey?
And then,
Should we go check on
the headline is ping pong ball in his anus, and of course it should be a table tennis ball in his rectum.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If you want to correct it, I mean, technically,
Yeah.
I think any medical journalist should know that. His last words, though.
Oh, really?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, really?
Ta-da! Were his last words. I mean, I assume he had the experience of coming and going at the same time, I would hope, to say the least, after all that preparation.
When's the last time you played ping pong? You look like a ping pong guy back in the day. Your long, hippie blonde hair.
And I'm not particularly good at it, but I do enjoy it. I played a little bit last summer.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We used to have a table here in the back.
Oh, yeah. There was hustling for ping pong back in the back.
Yeah. In any event, the reason why this lengthy introduction is that we do have ping pong in the news again today, coming up.
That was all an introduction for that? I just thought we were... Wow.
Now,
well, I mean, the other ping pong story, of course, is
you don't like to just talk, do you?
the sad news of the sad news of Josh's grandfather dying. Do you want to tell me that story,
no,
Josh?
hang on a second. Before we move on, now that you've set up this other ping pong ball,
yeah.
why don't you do that story?
You have
it's
the
the
ping pong
teaser.
story. You told me earlier before the show started, ping pong is sports. Let me have that.
Ping pong is sports, young lady. And as soon as I
let me have that.
As soon as I find it, I'll be right there with you.
Oh.
I don't know where it went.
Tom, as you know, my grandparents, lovely people, wonderful folks.
Lived in a
assisted living
Yeah,
facility.
that's exactly right, and they loved it, and they had everything there, and there was a chapel there, and when they had said, hey, look, when we pass away, we want our services to be right there on the chapel on site.
that way all their friends could come because they were right there.
Well, sure, and so that's what happened when both my grandma and my grandpa died within just mere months of each other, and we knew that's how it would happen. They were a very sweet couple. We knew that they would.
We have the audio from your grandmother's funeral.
Okay, yeah, and the chapel was right next to the rec room. They shared a vestibule.
There's the body, open casket.
There's the body.
There's open casket. He adds a little something every time.
Now, unfortunately,
Man, that's a loud ping pong.
As you can see in the video, the ball has just popped into the casket, and the guy generally walks through the double doors, reaches in, and says, "Excuse me."
Some of my.
By the way, Gertrude, you're looking like you're almost alive.
Isn't half the time
Betty? Thank you.
Isn't half the time ping pong having somebody go get the ball that's rolled under a table?
That's what nieces and nephews. That's what they're for.
Yes.
Go get that.
You can play next if you're a ball getter right now.
Yeah, go get it.
Did you ever light a ping pong ball on fire?
No, I can't. You how?
That's fun.
Because that's how you get the dents out, and then it'll explode if it gets too hot.
Now, hey, can you find that ping pong ball story for me, Mike? Mark?
I have it if you'd like it.
I would love it.
Okay.
Good morning, friendly radio voices. I'd like to hear
Our love is alive.
Susie Quattro, even though it's not 4 o'clock.
That's right.
Because we're doing Quattro and Quattro on the Light and Lame radio show.
That's right after Mandatory Manilow.
Hey, it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
That's
Breakfast
right.
with Bacharach.
I know it's breakfast with Bacharach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Breakfast with Bacharach.
Do you know the
On
way?
Saturdays they do breakfast with the bagels. A nice little tribute. They'll feature.
Is that right?
Yeah. Do you know that today? Oh, this is interesting. I did not know this. Today is Steely Dan Day.
What does that mean?
May 19.
Oh, instead of Hey 19.
Hey, that's nice to know.
May 19. That is tenuous at best.
Any excuse to play some great Steely Dan is a good.
Sure.
Are you familiar with the band Steely Dan?
No.
You're kidding me.
No, I mean, I'm sure I am. And when you play it, I'll go, yeah, that's Steely Dan.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I couldn't name a Steely Dan song.
Ricky, don't lose that number.
Yeah, I know that song. I didn't know it was Steely Dan. I don't know. Steely Dan sounds like a country band to me. Like that sounds like the name sounds.
Steel guitar.
Yeah, okay.
Steely Dan is the name of a dildo.
I'm Steely Dan.
Are you being serious?
Yeah,
that's
Naked
where I got the
Lunch.
name.
In a book called Naked Lunch by William Burroughs.
Oh.
Which is probably unreadable. I've never even bothered.
It has its moments.
It's all about drugs.
It's so pretentious, it's unreadable.
All right.
Yeah, a little bit dated.
Here, read this. It's totally inaccessible.
Josh does not care for Steely Dan. He says Donald Fagen, the vocalist, just sings whatever notes he wants to.
That's right, but that's not true. I'm a big Steely Dan
You don't like Kid Charlemagne.
fan. Right.
I love
later Steely Dan.
That's my favorite song.
I love
That
Kid Charlemagne.
it is
it's brilliant.
impossible.
Okay, I
Kid
gotta
Charlemagne
now I have
is
to
the
hear it.
story of Owsley and the making of acid and the
No one
acid
gives a
culture.
no one cares at
Well,
all.
I think people of a level of sophistication above what's
the
your
opposite.
favorite pizza will enjoy.
You're giving them too much credit. I don't think.
But can't buy a thrill. That's a top to bottom desert island.
Fantastic.
Masterpiece.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all this leading up to our big ping pong story. Did you find it yet? Or do you have to have your librarian go through your 6 stories to find the one
I'm
that
going to
has...
have to find the ping pong story. I don't have it yet. I don't
Tom
know.
said he had it.
I can read it. I have it over here.
Now chick's looking for Kid Charlotte. Puke.
Is there?
Italian in their eyes. eyes.
What a good snippet.
But no, he's actually saying, did you realize you were a champion in their eyes?
I didn't want to upset you, Josh.
Thank you.
You're the one. I just wanted to turn it off.
Okay. Coming up, headline, doctors believe playing ping pong helps your mental health.
Oh, all right.
I bet it doesn't.
I think it's
I think it would cause fights.
I think it goes pretty deep. We'll find out about that coming up. You want to give us the other sports teasers?
NBA Nuggets win last night. They're up 2-0 over the Lakers. Sorry, America. And the Hurricanes and the Panthers skate to 4 overtimes, and the Panthers win 3-2 in Raleigh to take that.
How many people were still there?
Game over. They were showing pictures, the classic people are asleep in the stands. It didn't end till like 1:30, 1:15, something like it was crazy.
School tomorrow.
Crazy late.
It's a lot of hockey.
Although school right now, I think for the most part,
turning in books and stuff.
Schools.
Oh, yeah. After spring break, it's done. It's done.
But I mean, right now, unless you have exams, it's just cake.
Yes.
A field day, fun. Yeah. It's great stuff. Great stuff.
Hey, it's vacation season. That's what you're talking about, right? There's baseball season, football season, and vacation season. Don't you want to have peace of mind while you're down there on the beach to check in with your house?
That's right.
That's where Simply Safe Home Security comes in. Enjoy greater peace of mind knowing your home is monitored around the clock by trained agents ready to defend your home against break-ins, fires, and other threats. Top-rated Simply Safe app for your smartphone. Stay connected from anywhere, anytime. Arm or disarm your system remotely. Check your cameras to make sure everything's okay at your compound. Simply Safe ships right to your door and is easy to set up yourself in about 30 minutes, or you can have Simply Safe certified technicians install it for you. With financing also through Affirm, secure your home today and just pay installments over time that fit your budget. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes and install it yourself. Go to simplysafetom.com and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we'll hear from Dr. Roxy, physician. Doesn't that sound more like a stripper?
In a way, yeah.
I'm Dr. Roxy. I've been taking my clothes off for 58 years. I've never heard a complaint.
Plus, coming up, this is pretty exciting news from Kraft. The customizable digital sauce dispenser.
This is the stupidest story I've seen as long as I've been an adult. I saw this a couple days ago, and I kept my mouth shut about it.
Coming up,
you're gonna get oozing. Have you ever been to a buffet, a salad bar, and you see ketchup in the ranch dressing?
Oh yeah,
that's what you're gonna have with this dumb invention.
Oh no.
Yep, that's right.
Self-cleaning. I'm sure they've thought of that. And also
mustard in the ketchup. No,
Ms. Hooker.
Yes.
Have you ever prepared so-called beer can chicken?
I have.
We have beer can chicken news today.
That is good stuff.
Can you make us beer can chicken next week?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
Why can't we do it today?
Well, we'll do it later.
Let's do it today.
Okay.
Shut up.
I'll tell you what. That's a good idea. Jess will give you a list. You can go out and get the ingredients. At about 10:30,
this is familiar
we'll fire this up.
All right.
Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888.
Home again, Indiana, and Jim Nabors sang that forever and was beloved and did such a fabulous job, and that was a last-minute deal like it. I think in 1972 or 77 was the first year, and he was just there as a celebrity guest. And Tony Homan, it had to have been probably 72, and Tony Homan goes, "Oh my gosh, so-and-so was supposed to do this. Jim, will you do it?" And so there's photos of Neighbors standing up on a ladder with a microphone in one hand and a 3x5 card in the other with the words, singing Back Home Again, Indy, because he didn't know till race morning. And it went over so well, obviously, that for years, and what a gracious man. He was always a treat to talk with, and what a great tradition he was. It really just added to that place.
Today, a little bit of an issue, something a little minor. Christy has a new boyfriend. She's officially announced the arrival of her new boyfriend.
He just got here. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
she ordered him online. Yeah, come on.
No, I mean, you've been seeing this guy, and now suddenly it's okay.
We can go with it. Yeah,
we're going with it. It's official. And the reason we had to go with it is because this guy's name is Tom, my name, and there was some confusion behind the scenes. Christy,
I'm the only one named. I'm the original Tom.
Well, no, but Christy was telling stories. She'd go, this weekend, Tom and I did something, and she would
I'd have to
tell about some exotic adventure they had, and I'd have to clarify that I had no part of this.
There has been some speculation on the show that Tom and I might be seeing each other this Tom,
but
and
it's
that's
not. It's
totally not true.
So you have boyfriend Tom, and then I will be plaintiff Tom. I think.
How about boss Tom?
Ooh, I like that.
Taking it off here, boss Tom.
But see, since he's your man, he should be Major Tom, and then I would be Minor Tom.
Oh, that's nice.
That way, since he's like the guy, you're major dude. Yeah. We'll have to settle on something. I kind of like work Tom versus play Tom. Or day Tom versus night Tom. But then sometimes you see him during the day. Like on a Saturday, you probably let him in, I assume, during the day.
No, he stays chained to the tree, Tom. He's not allowed in.
Sometimes we have lunch, I think there's a Starbucks in town that thinks that we're having an affair. It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. Because you know how we meet at the same Starbucks occasionally. And,
I see.
The people that work there kind of give you that look like,
Well, that's because see, he's facing them, and when you look away, he makes funny faces with his lips.
That's probably true.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the standard.
Don't ever do that again. Keep your tongue in your mouth.
Sorry. That's a really creepy
That was like a lizard
what was that? I missed
snake.
It.
No, you don't want to see it.
Let's just say Chick is the employee at Starbucks.
Yes.
And then I am facing them, sitting at the table.
And I'm sitting
you're
with
sipping,
my back to
You're
them.
sipping some annoying exotic
Don't
drink.
show me your tongue again, please.
And as soon as you look away.
You look away, and then he goes with his tongue, implying
that creepy pink thing come out of his face.
Could be bad news for all the clone apps that have tried to profit off the technology. The free app became available on iPhones and iPads in the U.S. Thursday and will later be coming to Android phones. Unlike the web version, you can also ask it questions using your voice with the app. Company makes it. OpenAI says it will remain ad-free but syncs your history across devices. It'll start rolling out in the U.S. Thursday, expanding to other countries in coming weeks. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. Oh, no. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon, just slap a little on, repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
When you use Mr. Béchon, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. And neither will you.
Is that masturbation?
Yeah, I think that's the scientific name.
Mr. Béchon, why not Jerk a bottle off your department store shelf today. Mr. Béchon, it's not a sin anymore.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. But I'm fine. She was just as bad. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee on vacation. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold will be along. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
In a minute. Tom is standing up. He's Mr. Rogering a new shirt.
Wardrobing over there.
It is chilly in here.
That's all about.
Costume change.
I'm
It's
freezing.
cold. It is.
It is freezing.
Freezing here, too.
Can we bump it up a little?
I think that the, what is it?
No.
The thermostat, I believe, is controlled by
me.
Corporate, some dude in, I think, North
Mr.
Carolina.
Freeze.
is, resetting it.
It's Chick.
Thank you.
That's right.
Now,
I have an email.
what does it say?
Hello, lovely people. Since today is Josh Day,
Oh, no.
I would love to hear one of my favorite snippets between Josh and Tom, the More Chalk Incident.
Oh, my gosh.
More
you're going
chalk
back now.
incident.
From CJ in Bloomington.
Do we have that? I don't think we even have that on tape. I apologize.
He also suggests we do Josh Day every Friday.
Oh, that's nice. I'm. You guys know I get embarrassed. So
No, when is the big day? The anniversary?
August 1st. 7 years.
Okay.
Chick, you excited?
More than you know.
You know what I want this year? A petting zoo out there in the parking lot.
That would be fun.
Last year we had a one-man band.
Oh, man.
Very exciting.
I remember that fondly.
Yes.
I like that one-man band.
He was
He's
good.
great.
Talented.
I think we'll probably do a cake.
He was better than about more than half the bands I see.
He really was good.
He was absolutely
Now,
great.
Josh, if we do a cake, what is your favorite cake now?
Essentially wedding cake. I like white cake with white icing.
And a lot of fondant, right?
I don't care for the fondant. I'm a more cake, less icing guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You could give me
I'm with you there.
an uniced cake, and I'd be okay with it.
So you haven't ever taken a can of frosting, opened it up, put your finger in there, and licked it off your finger?
As a kid, when my mom would make a cake, yeah, sure.
Okay.
But no, not as an adult. I just
Do you buy frosting for that purpose when you're not making a cake? You just keep frosting in your kitchen?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh,
yeah.
What do you get, like the funfetti?
No, I get the chocolate.
Oh.
And then when I'm feeling crazy, I get the peanut butter out, and you dip it in the peanut butter, get a spoonful of peanut butter, and then dip it in the chocolate frosting. Oh, that'll get you there.
You got good peanut butter in your house.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now,
Yes, I do, Pat.
there was an incident. Pat was house sitting for Chick, and
How that ever happened, I have no idea.
That was my fault.
and you have a special jar of peanut butter,
Yes,
which
I
you
do.
use to refill various dog toys.
Absolutely.
As I do, and it's marked clearly with a Sharpie.
It was dark.
Dog.
Dogs on the top on the red lid in black Sharpie.
And
Dogs.
Pat not seeing that and was using that peanut
I
butter.
thought it had
Yeah.
an odd texture to it.
Did you find it odd that you were actually licking your own groin after eating that? I'm sorry. We need to check in with the sporting scene with Mr. McGee. What do you got?
Okay, Matthew Tkachuk beat Frederick Anderson in the final seconds of the fourth overtime to lift the Florida Panthers past the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2.
And he's not related to Howie Cha-Ching.
Early this morning.
Who's Howie Cha-Ching?
Should we know who Howie Cha-Ching is?
He's an excellent chess player.
Oh, who knew? No, he's Keith Kachuk's boy.
Are you making that up? Yeah, the Tkachuk is royalty in hockey.
Kachuk and Kaching?
Ka-ching, yeah.
Yeah.
Ka-ching!
He's his business
Well
manager.
paid.
I thought he invented the cash register.
Tkachuk took a feed from Sam Bennett. What the hell's he doing playing hockey? After Florida won a battle for the puck, Carolina tried to clear the puck, Boy, you just glance at that sentence out of the corner of your eye, and you see
You don't see Puck, do you?
No, you don't see Puck. He then whipped a shot right circle past Anderson. 12.7 seconds left in the fourth overtime, Tom, to win.
Oh, man, so they almost went to a fifth?
Yeah. And, you know, these NHL playoffs, I'm a casual observer, being at the sports desk, and it seems like all of these end in overtime.
So many.
People lose their minds about the NFL going, man, this NHL... It's a shame I don't find it more interesting. NBA last night, the Western Conference Finals in Denver. Jamal Murray, 23 of his 37 in the fourth quarter. And LeBron missed a dunk. And the Denver Nuggets, 108-103 winners last night to take a 2-0 lead over the Lakers in that Western Conference. Nikola Jokic, they call him the Joker, had another triple-double for the Nuggets, who've never been this close to reaching the NBA Finals before.
Nicola. Very good.
Game 3 tomorrow night at Crypto.com Arena.
Yes.
For now.
And by the way, the clock is up on that being named Crypto.com.
No. The upswing is just around the corner.
Is that right?
Yes, I've been reading about it.
Okay.
I'm steady.
Right.
I'm good. Stay in the black.
And Bryson...
I can buy and sell all of you.
And Bryson DeChambeau, which means the platter. The platter.
Is that right?
What?
DeChambeau.
And as opposed to Bryson DeChapeau, which means Bryson the hat.
The hat. Which is also hilarious. You know me, I love it. If you say the hat for a punch.
Do you remember who Harry the Hat was?
Harry the Hat was Harry Anderson. He was on Night Court. Yeah, he was a street magician. That's right.
More death.
Didn't have to bring it up.
He was a lot older than you think he was. He was very boyish looking 85 when he passed.
That's not true.
I like the new version.
Anyway, do you?
Yeah.
It's on.
Oh, you're the one.
Yeah, I'm in.
Bryson DeChambeau, the platter. He's leading after Frost delayed PGA Championship in Pittsford, New York.
Oh.
You shouldn't have frost in golf, should you, Tom?
It happens up there.
Can you do me a favor? Would you tell me the story of the last time you played golf, please? And your clubs ended up where?
You could call it a lake. It's really more of a pond.
It was a very permanent decision you made?
Oh, okay.
The whole bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
You went, you know what? This ain't for me.
But I'll tell you what.
I'd never seen him so mad in my life.
No greater pleasure than heaving golf clubs into a pond. Someone probably.
He called a shot, too. Yeah. If I miss this, I'm going to throw my bag.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, those were good days.
That's what happened.
How are the New Yorkers treating Lefty? I would imagine there's a fair amount of shouting.
To be honest, I don't know if Mickelson is there. Well, it's a PGA Championship. He was invited, I'm sure. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
We're trying to get away from
we were talking to
newscasters
John Feinstein. John Feinstein, the great sports writer. We talked to him a couple weeks ago.
He doesn't know anything about golf, though.
He's got a great book about David Faraday. I highly, and I'm not even that interested in golf, and this book's great.
Oh, good.
Really good. A fascinating guy, Mr. Faraday. Very funny. And it's a good book. I really recommend it. And I think it'd be a good, what's up next? Oh, Father's Day gift.
Yeah. They sent us some early copies. If you want one, send $10 to my Venmo and I'll send it to you. We're not supposed to do that?
No.
More sports coming up, including the Cardinals being gluttonous pigs again. They do it again.
Their bats are hungry.
And ping pong is in sports. Bird gets killed by a baseball.
And a great world record.
You agree with that, Chick?
Is it the Nepal world record again?
No, the other one.
Because yesterday's was terrific, and Chick, you were right. It was one of the best, if not the best, we've ever had.
I think I have.
Regarding a Ferris wheel.
A strong man was turning a Ferris wheel with his hands.
Oh my gosh!
A full-size giant
Ferris wheel.
Wow!
How'd you like that hand going to work on you, huh?
Wait a minute. What is that supposed to mean?
What do you mean?
Reason to get some
is the implication that
the over waistband handy? No, the waistband. What is that? That sounds like a dookie pucking.
Wait, is your name saying this?
Is it the ice cream world record?
Touch my waistband, will you?
No.
It's about nails. There's nails.
It's not the ice cream world
Is
record.
it fingernails?
Are you talking about the
No.
like nails?
Nails like you'd pound into a 2x4.
Well, she has.
Oh, I don't like fingernails. They get up in my waistband. Scratch
With the waistband.
Scratch my waistband.
The Ferris wheel record is
Jobless.
fantastic.
Jobless.
We'll be
talk
right
about
back.
that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Today we're going to do a cover, the only cover that we do.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The entire program, but we'd like to play something for you dedicated to something's been in the news this past week.
All right. Look forward to it.
I think everybody's been surprised about it, and this is a song that explains how I feel about it.
Okay.
They're both ashamed of what they did. At least that's what the paper said. They walk all day because they're always on the prowl. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. They're both pros at what they do, and both require special shoes of each of their heads going down in the caddy. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. Neither of them's made a peep, and fire hydrants don't come cheap. Be careful when you're out there chasing tail. You could wreck your truck and cut your head, but the number one lesson ever said, no matter what you do, don't leave voicemail. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him, and the odds are pretty slim that you won't see him with any more horse.
Yay!
I tell you, I am single now. This came up. We'll talk about it more later.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to be able to stop me. It's come out. But I tell you this much right now. I am trying to talk to girls.
Yeah.
And I'm young. I can talk to young girls. You ever looked at a young girl? They're great. Yeah.
Sure.
You ever talk to one? It's like torture. It's like having a conversation with a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like if my nephew all of a sudden was misinformed about politics and had dumb dog stories. It'd be like I was on a date with him. They don't even know what to say, but I'll get to the naked picture in a second. I was talking to a girl. We were at a place that has pool tables. I go, hey, do you play pool? And she goes, I had sex on a pool table once.
Oh, wow.
That's a weird way to say you don't play pool. I don't even know how to respond. Was it a league? What is that? How do I go to that? I'm glad I didn't ask if she played ping pong.
Yeah.
But that pictures thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful who you send naked pictures
With
to.
these young chicks, they'll send naked pictures.
Yeah.
You can do it. You don't even have to. I was just texting back and forth with a girl, and she's like, "Hey, I like you or whatever. And you want to see some good pictures? Hey, yeah, semicolon close parenthesis. I do." And then she sends a few of them. And I'm like, "Hey, these are hot."
Yeah.
And then she's got short hair in one and long hair in the other. They just keep them on file like W-2s. From now on, send me your boobs and today's newspaper. I want to feel special.
See them with today's headlines. Yeah.
You want to know that they're fresh.
Oh, we're fine.
I heard you were talking about my old job.
Your old job was?
Oui, collecting is a non-urine.
Oh,
the
is that your
non-urine
job?
Used in these fertility drugs.
Yes, it was a terrible, terrible job, and I'm glad
Well, why was it so bad?
Well, you have to go around, collecting the urine. But I just wanted to call to tell you why they had to stop using it.
Why?
Well, it's a terrible, terrible thing. These babies, they were conceived and born with using the non-urine. When they came out, they would not cry when they were spanked.
They wouldn't?
No.
Why?
You had to wrap them across the hands with a ruler.
I see.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Yes, Peppy.
What are the only 3 words you need to know in French?
Oh, I know this one.
That's right.
Thank you, Pepe La Scrotum.
Au revoir.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you.
Wow. Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on vacation. That's Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat
Never
Godwin.
seen the movie Woodstock.
I haven't seen it.
I'm sorry.
Ace, that's because you are a complete anomaly. You fit into no aspect of human life as we know it.
You know Woodstock was 60 years ago?
Oh, the documentary is still...
It's a great movie.
Real good.
It's a little slow.
No, yeah, there are moments where it's...
Are we in heaven, man? Shut up.
That's kind of lame. And so the country Joe McDonald having the audience scream the F word is real lame.
Exactly. No, it's brilliant.
No, it is.
Brilliant.
They're just cussing.
No, then he goes into a... Never mind.
Well, he goes into that song, sure.
Although I think I saw Sean on a live once.
Boy.
How did I know?
They're lame, but in a fun way.
Okay,
that was meant to be ironic.
I have always said that Ace, if it's bad, Ace loves it and enjoys it and watches it. And of all the bands at Woodstock, he likes Sean on Up.
Not Hendrix, not The Who.
No.
Not I'm going home to see my baby. Oh, man.
I remember seeing Woodstock in the theater and seeing The Who and going, oh, I get it. Because before then, it was a Partridge Family. It was Tommy Rowe. It was all those boys bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the boy bands.
Joan Baez really slows that thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a documentary. It's not necessarily just
You know
a
what I don't
concert
like
film.
about the documentary, though? It's out of order. And I think that's a mistake.
You mean like your favorite movie, Quentin Tarantino?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Out of order?
A narrative. Right. A documentary about a concert festival, it should be in order.
What's the difference?
Do you really want to get...
No, I'm just watching you trip over your logic and fall flat on your face. It's my favorite thing.
No, you see, you're impossible.
You really think that...
This is the movie. Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Well, as
Joe
long as we
McDonald.
don't spell it, I guess.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Today's Josh.
Now
Day.
who's tripping? Over what?
What just happened?
I hope you trip up the Capitol steps as you defend that.
Yeah. Good luck with the commission. I ain't going.
You need to see the movie Woodstock.
It is good.
Okay,
It's
I will watch
very good.
It is good.
All right.
It's 4 hours long.
The director's cut's close to that.
I can break it into pieces.
There's some great bands. There's some not so great bands. But
It's fascinating.
Have you seen the one about when they tried to redo Woodstock?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's another hot button for Josh because it takes on Josh's. Am I being fair? It's your age group and your sex at the time.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
it blames everything on that group.
It looks at that festival through the lens of today's wokeness, and it's completely unfair.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, in any
No, I've got 45 minutes on this.
Here's the problem.
All right, now this is another one.
The
This
only
is
good
from
thing
Alex.
came out of that Woodstock was they almost burned up all the MTV VJs. That's that was the only thing that happened.
What are the odds of hearing the clip of Josh declaring, "I hate you" to Tom?
You're about to hear it live.
Or failing that, this is a letter from Alex, the "Nobody's Fatter Than Me" song. Well, I was not going to play that, but I think we have to honor.
We haven't heard that in a long time.
So fat, I'm so fat. I am fat. Nobody's fatter than me. Nobody's fatter than me. All I do, I eat and jerk and take them panties off and put the salami on.
That's much funnier than I remember.
Yeah, I've not played that probably in a year.
Wow.
I've holding back. Josh is
holding back.
Josh is certainly not that corpulent a fellow. It's just an exaggeration. Exaggeration.
Get them panties on and put that what on?
So let's take the panties off and put the salami on.
Put the salami
I believe we do have this recording here. This is a recorded message from Josh.
I hate you.
Nice.
I wish I could remember what spurred that. Or spawned. Or spurred.
That is really nice. Then there's this one.
I don't care.
It's Josh. Very upset.
What about his trouble
Very
with
upset.
What about his trouble with women? Do we still have that one?
I'm not sure. I read that. What's this one?
F off.
Oh, jeez.
I wonder who I said that.
And now what's this one?
This is a bad show.
Okay. Very much. And then there's this one from Josh.
Shut up!
Okay. And of course the classic.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't.
Here we go.
Bitch. Bitch.
You can rely on the old man money. It's a
Bitch.
girl, but it's gone.
Bitch. Bitch. The bitches. Bitch. Bitch.
There we go.
Mama tried, Tom. Mama tried.
Very nice. Well, I don't know how this became Josh Day.
I don't like it.
Josh Day is not till August 1st.
Yes.
Well, we'll do
wait.
it then. We'll do it again then. Too.
Josh wants wedding cake.
Yes.
Well,
He said.
I like the white cake with the white icing. It's
Tom,
very simple.
You celebrate half birthday, so let's call it half Josh Day.
Yeah, isn't it somebody's half birthday right? And it's got to be, right?
Let's see now. I don't know.
That makes it November. Is it your half birthday?
Oh, it might be. I don't.
Almost.
Your half birthday's next Friday.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, you're not going to be here that day. What a shame.
No, that's the next one.
Sorry. You are going to be here next Friday?
Yes.
Okay. Special edition of the Bob and Tom Show coming up next Friday, by the way. And you will be present for it. Thank you
We'll
very
be
much.
together on site somewhere.
Okay, good. We'll tell you about that coming up. In the meantime,
Dear Bob and Tom, it's Tom Speak strikes again. Yesterday at work, we had lunch brought in. As I was describing to someone what was on my Mediterranean sub, I said, oh, it's got red peppers, artichoke hearts, and Mediterranean guacamole. That's right. I forgot the word for hummus.
oh, I like that.
That's from Nick.
That's almost legit.
Very good.
There you go.
It sounds delicious.
And just for Josh, Wilson Contreras, who never agrees with anybody.
No, he sure
He's
doesn't.
Just being a jerk. He hit 2 3-run home runs. Nolan Gorman also homered twice, and the Cardinals went deep 7 times in a home game for the first time in 83 years.
How about that?
To beat the Dodgers senseless 16-8. Nolan Arenado added a 2-run homer, and Juan Yepes Y-E-P-E-Z, Yepez, his family invented the Pez candy dispenser. Did you know that? You had no idea. You heard none of the words I used.
I'm not listening. This topic is so boring.
Tom, do you like the Pez?
You like Pez's?
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Are you find them
I
exciting?
thought the dispensers were fun. The candy, very middling.
Yeah, I would agree. Sweet tarts are better.
Oh, I put them in the same.
Why can't they come up with like a chocolate caramel peanut butter type candy for those?
A Rolo dispenser.
Yes, there you go.
You think we should Shark Tank a Rolo dispenser?
They have one. It's like looks like a turtle pooping.
What?
For Rolos?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Where?
I just made
He's making a joke.
Well, did you see Josh go into that freeze mode? As if, my God, I can't wait to get off the air and go on Amazon and buy one of these.
Well, immediately I was like, I've got to get my nieces one of those things.
I got another letter here. Wow, this Josh Day thing is really taking off.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Very exciting.
This is really good. This is a letter. I got to be kind of careful because this person is celebrating something special. We'll just say it's from Mr. S.
All right.
And he writes, good morning, miscreants, and the beautiful Jess Hooker. Happy Friday. Happy Josh Day, Mr. Arnold.
Oh, thank you.
As a celebration, could we hear about Josh's banjo? It's my all-time favorite clip on your show. Please play it because I'm finalizing my divorce today.
Oh.
Well,
Hey.
it's Mr.
Well,
S.
congratulations,
I
Mr.
guess-
S. Well, I hope that's a good thing for you.
Who knows? But this is a very short clip, and that's pretty self-contained. And we were talking about musical instruments, and this is what happened.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
Now, as the writer underscores the point, the best part of that clip is Jess howling with laughter, not at the fact that Josh's very distinguished dad passed away.
No.
That's very sad.
No.
Larry was a badass Vietnam combat veteran.
So he said.
Humble.
But and very humble man. But it's the fact that Pat has, as I believe the phrase is, stepped on his front.
Yes.
He stepped on the front naughty here. Listen again carefully.
You can hear him stepping on it.
Yeah, here's Pat stepping on it here.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh.
See, it's Pat's that sets off the laughter. You see.
I felt
I'll never forget what Pat's face looked like.
Easily let you off the hook.
Yeah, see, it's 10 seconds, and there's a whole comedy essay you can write about that in terms of comic timing. Thank you very
Do you
much.
think they'll be teaching us in college? Bob and Tom show?
I think they are teaching us.
No.
Why not?
No, but I do want
It'd be
a
fascinating.
quick serious note. There's some car companies are eliminating the AM radios from automobiles. Not cool. AM radio is very important. There are a lot of great sports talk and other things on AM radio.
Yeah.
It's important depending on the terrain. Does a lot of good for a lot of people. So if you get a chance, there's a couple of people in the Congress that are trying to prevent the car dealers from doing that. So I kind of agree with that. Now, back to frivolity at the sports desk.
Sports coming up. We've got world records. We've got the doctor of ping pong.
And we're going to...
and a snake and a bird.
We're going to revisit our Ferris wheel story for Jess Hooker. And we have a request for a song from Pat. Can you get the ping pong ball song ready for us?
Which one? The one from Tuesday that died?
It didn't die.
Once again, Tom, what do you and Pat talk about when you're off the air? Can't you talk about this stuff not on
Our
the air?
Kids, going swimming with the kids,
Their
hanging
joints,
out, having fun.
aches and pains.
Oh, aches and pains,
That's
absolutely.
a big one. Yeah.
That is a big one.
Yeah.
How are your legs today? Oh, bad. How's your back? Oh, it sucks.
The fact that I look like I've been thrown down a staircase, a concrete staircase, a high one. Right now, I want to talk about something great. And that is great food. And this is a really cool thing. We've been talking about it a lot, but they've got a bunch of new stuff happening at HelloFresh. HelloFresh, what it's all about is taking a lot of the labor and boredom away from your life in the world of the realm of the food that you eat. HelloFresh does the shopping. They send you the ingredients. They have done the measuring. You put them together sometimes in as little as 10 minutes. And you've got restaurant quality food. And the array of choices every week is staggering. More than 40 options, plus literally more than 100 options for sides, et cetera, desserts and the like from the HelloFresh market. So HelloFresh does the shopping. That saves you the effort of going, let's see now. Is the sour cream in the same place as the horseradish? What the hell's watercress? Blah, blah, blah. No, they've done that for you.
What the hell's watercress?
But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of little stuff that Jess will tell you. Sometimes the tiniest ingredient makes all the difference, and that's what HelloFresh is all about. They do that. They know that it's okay to be picky. You can switch around the proteins. They've got pescatarian stuff, vegetarian stuff, good old-fashioned family-friendly food, and they're celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with special recipes created by Chef Serbi Sani, among other things. He's from New York City's Tagmo restaurant, and they've got a bunch of great stuff from there this month. Check it out. Have some fun. 16 free meals and free shipping from HelloFresh if you use the code BTShow16. HelloFresh, your taste buds are calling, going, let's get something new out there. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. By the way, it's a great way to help your kids learn how to cook, and it's great for date night, Josh. A little glass of wine, put on some soft music, and here it comes.
Did you see the HelloFresh taquitos I made the other day?
I did.
Yes. Man, oh, man.
It's a taquito sunrise. You can have them for breakfast. When we come back, we have Pat's going to do his ping pong song.
I am.
Have you found it?
Yeah,
okay,
I
good.
did.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo.
Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Yet. Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh, heartthrob. Come on.
It's an easy one.
Sure it is.
I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. When I pee, is that what you said?
Wow. Wow, that is really bad. I'm very, very uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now let's move on.
I like how the pigeon and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance. That you were all reading it as entrance.
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh yeah.
Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing.
That's how we. Yes, you're right. Entrance was.
Yeah, here it is right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
It looks like an entrance to an empty room.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Ecstasy.
And don't be going.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Well, next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
All right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
this chair's crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
doctor.
Counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, I think
Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Ladies, he'll love the taste, and you'll love that filling feeling.
Oh, my God, Norman, where did you get that thing?
Nuttin' Raisin Honey from Post. Who else? Nuttin' Raisin Honey, coming to a store near you. Nuttin' Raisin Honey, eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Where are you from, buddy? Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, you know, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold and Christy Lee they're on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Hello, Tom.
Now, we had a couple interesting stories that you missed, Jess. If you don't mind, I'd like to back up just a little bit.
Okay.
Yesterday, we had a world record. It was actually kind of cool. This guy from Australia, he's billed as a strong man. Remember that on the old cartoons? And he always had the barbells with the big globes on each end, and he wore the what is it called?
Unitard?
A unitard.
Yeah.
But that's an unfortunate.
Remember
It's fine.
Daffy Duck went down to the beach with his girlfriend, and there was this big giant duck who was a muscle guy. He started picking on Daffy, and Daffy got two balloons and painted them like barbells, and he picked it up, and the guy shot into space because he was so really
his own momentum.
Yeah, his own momentum. Shot him into space, Tom. And Daffy got the girl. There you go.
So in this case, this gent's name is Troy Conley Magnuson, and he took a Ferris wheel.
Those Swedes, man, they're strong.
And he rotated it all the way around in just under 17 minutes. He's 39 years old.
See, now, do we know if he had a handle on the center of it, or did he just take the lug nut in his hand, or what?
Oh, yeah, I saw the video. Christy actually had part of it up yesterday. He grabs a hold of one of the Ferris wheel cars.
Oh, and just kind of more or less
just keeps tugging. It takes him a while to get it moving.
Like you said, he Prices Rights it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
What, it gets it going and...
He finally gets it going, and he keeps it going. Yeah.
And the rules are there had to be a minimum of 24 gondolas on the Ferris wheel, and it had to weigh at least 99,000 pounds. It's unbelievable.
It is, man.
And he did it. He was raising some money for a children's charity, so it's really cool.
Strong man.
And after he won, by the way, he did get to get the large SpongeBob fund that was in the top row.
Good.
The fair. So congratulations to
it's
that
a profit deal, huh?
Yeah.
Chick, you ever been with a Swedish woman?
No.
Nothing like that Swedish
Swedish pudding.
Okay.
That was very good.
But the other story that you missed, and this is very complicated. The other story that you missed involves a ping pong ball and what was that phrase that they used, Josh?
Autoerotic paraphilia, which means indulging in more fetishes than one.
Yeah, and this guy
at the same time,
30 years old, and he died in the process of this. He He had some kind of ping pong ball inserted inside his posterior.
For starters.
Yeah, among other things.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that lady who shoots things across the room with her? Yeah.
That's a whole totally
Including
different.
a ping pong ball. I bet this guy could shoot stuff across the room.
Not anymore.
Well, he may have evacuated, you know what they say.
But he was found deceased by his parents, and this is autoerotic. It's just an awful story.
Yeah, it's real.
But he was electrocuted. He had some kind of device, I guess, plugged into the wall. And
a prod, probably.
Yeah, so anyways, and there's a lot going on. He's got all kinds of... He's wrapped in plastic.
Yeah,
it's very weird.
Oh, like Laura Palmer.
But the key is the ping pong ball.
For you, yes.
I think for anyone.
I don't know.
I mean, it's right there in the headline. Although I think technically an argument can be made that it should not be in the headline because, I mean, technically it's a table tennis ball.
Is there any way that you could be talked into any sort of this kind of activity?
Absolutely not.
With your behind?
No,
Nothing?
not with anything. The headline is, I'm reading it right here from Science Direct. It says, autoerotic fatality, ping pong ball in his anus. I mean, technically, I'd have to ask a qualified physician. It should be autoerotic fatality, table tennis ball in his rectum.
Sure.
Yeah, unless it was just being gripped by the anus.
Okay.
It could be crowning.
Good point.
Yeah.
It could be crowning. Thank you.
Yeah.
But that led Mr. Godwin. He was inspired.
It was your idea.
He was inspired.
How dare you?
He was inspired by my text telling him to write this.
Write this and hurry up about it.
Totally original song. Pat, what have you got?
This ping pong ball's gone. Where did it go? EMTs want to find it. Oh, they want to know. Is it up his sleeve? Oh, no, it isn't there. It's not in his hand. And it's not in his hair. Just if you want to know. Where did it go? It's in his butt. Up in his butt.
It's in a butt.
Where'd the light bulb go? It was in a socket where the car keys go. They were in his pocket. If you want to know, where's the electric probe? It's in his butt. Up in his butt.
It's in a butt.
Up in his butt.
Up in his butt.
Thank you for doing what you do. I know it can't be easy.
My son must be proud.
The artiste side of you is crying a little.
Oh, man.
Thank you. In any event, don't be careful what you're doing over there.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
please. You want to be able to do that again, don't you? So if you really enjoy it, you want to do it more than once, so be careful.
Yeah, okay. Well, now we move back to the sports desk.
Dr. Zoe Williams has a strategy for improving your mental health.
She does. Please tell us.
Playing ping pong.
Well,
in addition to mainstream sports, she's highlighting the benefits of activities such as axe throwing, darts, and shuffleboard. All in the pursuit of boosting the well-being of the players. Dr. Zoe says in a statement...
Dr. Zoe? Zoe's a weird name for a man.
Oh, God. Life's daily stresses, be it news, relationships, employment, or significant life changes, can heavily impact our mental well-being. Hence, it's crucial to incorporate activities that uplift our mood into our daily routine.
Now, see, she's recommending ping pong in the traditional manner.
Yeah, not the
where it's
sexual.
played on a table. Yeah, not with any insertion or
any sort of biological propulsion.
Yes. Yeah. But she lots of things.
Is that the only reason we did that story? So you could mention the ping pong ball and the butt story again?
I know she mentions other sports.
Tom, you would you consider? I know this isn't a physical sport per se, but Wordle is one of these activities that keeps you mentally acute.
Sure.
And
I do Wordle and crossword puzzles every day.
What about something physical?
Yeah, I do all kind of physical things.
What's a daily
swim?
Oh yeah,
walk the dogs, argue with the dogs, try to explain to dogs why I'm smarter than they. And why aren't you doing the crossword puzzle? Mr. Fletcher, have you done Wordle today? He looks at me and he goes, I'm a white dog. I can't do anything.
I'm a white dog.
And I don't even think he knows he's a white dog.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah. He looks at other dogs and walks right over.
Do dogs see in grayscale? How do they
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he sees. In any event, this doctor is saying that things like, what does she say? Darts, shuffleboard, axe throwing.
Very good.
It's all in your butt?
That's
No,
right.
it's to relieve mental stress. I'm sure you could relieve stress if you had an axe and threw it at my car. That would relieve a lot of.
I'd rather
No, he likes your car.
I'd rather go with head.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your unitard program. I thought I'd give you a call today since I'm stuck here in the parking lot waiting for Big D again.
Oh.
She's back in the nursery shop, and, you know, I can tell it's going to be a long day when she puts her Crocs on. Last time we came here, we left with 2 little dogwoods and 12 bags of peat moss. But it's not as busy today. You know, last time we were here, it was fall. Never seen so many pumpkins. They had it all. Hay rides and pumpkin pie, even live entertainment. Some old boy picking a banjo and face paint. Even had a Mike Lindell impersonator. And instead of my pilly, it was my pumpkin. He was carrying on about it. But it still doesn't look right. One big toadstool. But today, she's going for hanging plants, hoping to get 2 little ceramic lions that we can put out front where you walk in.
Oh, that's very nice.
Well, if I didn't know any better, Josh, I'd say she's trying to make our place look like Graceland. And, you know, the last thing we need is more company, especially after oldest boy moved back in.
Oh.
Travis goes by Benny. All he does is eat my toaster strudels and watch MTV Ridiculous. That means it's been over a week since I've got to enjoy my gun smoke. Well, now she's over-nosing through the perennials. So I reckon I've got time. I heard this one yesterday. You know why you never see a pregnant Barbie doll?
Why?
Because Ken comes in another box. Speaking of Barbie, you know what they called Barbie when she's on the bleed with her period?
No, I don't. What do they call her?
The Malibu Cramper.
The Malibu Cramper.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, she's finally checking that there, boy. We got to load up all this peat moss, and she's getting the back racks after we hit the Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
Boy, this border crisis sure has Brett Bear off his stool.
He's up and at it.
He's really trying to figure it out, isn't he?
He must have family on the other side.
So, wow.
The Malibu Cramper?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Barbie's a-flowing.
Yeah.
Never thought much about that till now. Thank you, Floyd. That was very helpful.
On the bleed.
Are we still on the air?
Let's see. March 24th, 2001. That's when Randy Johnson, pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, famously hit a bird in mid-flight. And if you haven't seen the video, the bird absolutely disintegrates.
Oh.
I love birds.
Yeah.
You know, I'm somewhat of an amateur ornithologist.
Oh, yes.
But it's a magnificent video if you've never seen it.
It's sad.
The timing, how it happened is
Feathers
just
The odds are so slim.
Sure.
And Arizona Diamondbacks pitcher Zach Gallen throwing a warm-up session in the outfield of Oakland Alameda County Coliseum prior to the team's afternoon game against the A's. During one of his pitches, a bird flew right through the path of the ball and unfortunately was hit in midair and killed.
I never thought it would happen again.
Sadly, it was a St. Louis Cardinal.
Oh, no.
Or would it be a Baltimore Oriole?
It was in Oakland.
Or a Blue Jay.
What bird is recognized in Oakland? Would they have a specific bird for that?
Maybe
area?
some sort of seabird, maybe an ern. Or
an egret, possibly.
Now, isn't there Frank?
An albatross?
Frank, wait a minute. Frank Sinatra's in the other room.
Gotta get him.
Pat?
Yes.
I apologize.
No, since Jess is not familiar with this, but Mr. Sinatra likes to stop by the show.
Right.
And did you know that he is an amateur ornithologist?
I had no idea.
Yes, he collects birds, much like Josh does.
How's everybody doing in there?
Hey, Frank.
Good to see you,
Yes,
Church.
you're looking good. Always looking good. You were in the show with one of my last shows. To the left, I saw you. You look gorgeous.
Oh, what a nice compliment, Jess.
I love birds.
Frank just paid.
You know I
Very
love
nice.
birds because regrets. I've had a few and a cockatoo who needed attention. I put them in a doobie zoo. But they didn't like that form of detention. They want to live a life that's full and crap on cars on the highway. So I opened up their cages and let them fly away. Goodbye, birds.
Oh, Blue Eyes, we miss you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Hope you're getting some nice Hollywood good up there in heaven.
Sweet, sweet Hollywood.
Yeah. Maybe say hi to Peter Zador.
A little bit of street skank. Yeah, okay, very good. Thank you very much. Back to sports.
More sports coming up, including an 84-year-old mountain climber. They keep outdoing each other there in Nepal.
A lot of action coming out of the...
They won't leave the mountain alone for whatever reason.
Yeah. Also,
and then
we
ice
have
cream and nails.
We have ice cream and we have beer can chicken news.
Carpentry nails.
Fascinating news. And
fingernails.
The headline, I'd never heard of this before. A metallic foreign body involved in, quote, penile strangulation.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, was the penis strangulated? Or?
Yep. There's photographs. When we come back...
I know you can twist your testicles.
Okay.
Can't you?
It's rough.
Come on, baby.
Let's do that twist. Go. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest...
Bob Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of
Biggerstaff is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one? Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Is your middle name looking for a...
Oh, you know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
Or wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
You're long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah,
that's a myth.
It.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr., you are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb. Give it up for tripping. Tripping? Tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Give it up for Slappy. Like, I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood. And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
Here's why I like soccer now. I love to see our soccer team lose, not because I'm against them, but because I love to see the look of disappointment in all these fake bandwagon fans. I was in the airport when Landon Donovan and the boys lost. Right. People were in the airport crying. And we're just so proud of them. We love our soccer team. Really, name 3 players. How true? Just say you like soccer. First of all, we shouldn't even have a soccer team. We should have soccer players, but our national team's only function should be to go to other countries and allow them to stomp us because they can't beat us in anything else. We go to every other country. We take their best athletes in all their other sports. Soccer is the only thing they still have a shot at beating us in. Why would you steal that country's joy? We still have fun. We still have porn and other things that make us happy.
A tremendous sport.
Yeah. These other countries, all they have is that. And the last thing they want to do is lose to somebody they hate in the sport they perfect. How pissed would you be if the Lakers lost to Al Qaeda? Like, you understand?
Bob and Tom.
Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hello, Americans. It's that time of year again. You received your tax forms in the mail, and now it's time to settle up with the IRS. When it comes to tax preparation, well, listen to this.
Honey, we got our tax forms.
Are you going to try to do it yourself again this year?
I don't know. It's such a pain in the butt.
Taxes can be a pain in the butt. That's why you should let the specialists at Tax Preparation H Incorporated do your taxes for you. Tax Preparation H Incorporated relieves the pain often associated with filing your taxes. And Tax Preparation H Incorporated can reduce those piles of paperwork to one small form that you simply have to sign and file.
Did you go to Tax Preparation H Incorporated?
I sure did.
Do we owe much?
Yep. Oh, we really got reamed by the IRS. But I'll tell you, it doesn't hurt as much thanks to Tax Preparation H Incorporated.
Tax Preparation H Incorporated. We're just itching to do your return. Tax Preparation H Incorporated. Hey, and if you want, we'll even tell Uncle Sam to shove it up his...
The Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
We have Doug Moreland on the line. Doug, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Christy.
Doug.
Okay, your dog's name is Holly, I understand.
Holly. Short for Jalapeno.
Can we hear her sing? Is that?
Yeah, it's called I Taught My Dog to Say I Love You, and she means it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's hear it.
I taught my dog to say I love you. I love you. I love you.
Is there anything
It's early.
sweeter on the face of the earth?
She means it.
You're a good girl.
I love you. Come on for the Bob and Tom Show.
Uh-oh.
I taught my dog to
Jeez.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not squeezing that dog?
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up
see
a
ya.
shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food.
Uh-huh.
Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. Hey, you ain't lived till you're making love, and your wife says, "Go slow. I'm spilling my chili."
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
In for Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, of course, that Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Oh, yes.
We are looking forward to that. But right now, after a handful of distractions, we will return.
Oh, so off the air, Tom and I are talking.
Uh-huh.
And
I think I heard a part of this.
where he's saying something, and he looks right at me, and he said, you know, that guy that he was just telling me about, that guy is the greatest, nicest person I know.
He is.
And he's staring right at me.
Why did that? Why are you triggered?
Well, what about me? I'm standing right there.
You know you are not the nicest person. I
work on it every day.
It's
at
a
least,
lie.
At
It's
least
a dirty lie.
Honorable mention.
The man we are talking about is a fine artist, and
mention.
a
I'm an
genuine
artist.
humanitarian.
Some say this is art, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm having Jackson Pollock do portraits of my kids.
What would you do?
What's that one? Spaghetti in a bloodbath?
I would say, you know what? I'm glad you feel that way about him. And I would cry in my office.
And go,
Did you know the person he's talking about?
No, not that well.
But he knows who it is.
I see.
He has stood beside me at a vending machine in this building as I was sniffling a little bit after what he'd said to me.
Yeah.
And he said, "Come on, it's a joke." It was many, many decades ago, but...
Did that help you?
No, not at all.
I didn't know you cried by the vending machine.
Oh, everybody cries by it. That's where...
Pat, has Tom made you cry?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Pat's made everybody cry. Oh, no, Tom's made Christy cry.
Tom has only made me cry, but it was... you guys aren't going to like the story. It was out of appreciation and happiness.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Yeah.
When did I make you cry, Pat?
We were doing Good Beaver Gone Bad. I was over at the shack, and you didn't like any of the verses. I sent you like 60 verses, and you said to me, "I know you're trying to be both dirty and meaningful, but you're neither."
Yeah, that's
more or less what I said. But then I think it worked, though. The song did come around.
So results
and we fixed it. Sometimes fixing art requires the use of a shredding machine.
Yeah,
you got to get rid of the bad.
Writing is rewriting. Isn't it?
It's time now to check in with Chick McGee at the sports desk.
A Lebanese man broke the Guinness World Record for the longest duration. My fault.
Stupid world record.
Can you start at the beginning? I have music for this one.
Okay, I'm starting.
Don't you say a word.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think...
We have no idea if that's even appropriate to this.
It probably...
No.
Nobody
moves.
If you go to Beirut, you will find some of the finest Indian restaurants.
There's somebody...
I would contend, by the way.
Listening right now is Lebanese going, "I've never heard that music."
Yeah, no idea what that is.
I would contend that in almost every major metropolitan area in the world, there is excellent Asian food. They have done their thing.
You mean like what we would call Chinese food?
Oh, no. I mean, it would be, for example, my new favorite place is a Thai place.
Oh, I love the pad Thai. Love the pad Thai.
And it's weird, though, because this place, you order at the desk.
Yeah.
You order at the desk.
I mean, the
counter?
The counter.
Yeah. Raise your hand.
You know what? That does sound weird.
Raise your hand if you're in your car or here in the room. If Tom, you know that Tom has stumbled into a hotel trying to order pad Thai.
No.
Or even worse, like an accountant's office.
Yeah. So
this guy,
I got pad Thai here last week.
This guy, the food. I love this place, and it's one of these, kind of a strip mall. You wouldn't expect it to be great, and it is great.
Good.
But the guy, you go to the counter, I guess it is, where the cash register, and you order there. And I'm saying this with all respect. I am not being disrespectful.
That is not what you say before you say something respectful.
So nervous. It reminds me of the John Belushi bit where he was the samurai guy.
Oh God.
Oh right.
You'll say to the guy, "Okay, I would like the chicken," and then he goes,
No. Turn him off. Turn him off.
No, he doesn't say that. He says something in his native language.
Time now for Today and World Records.
Oh, Lord.
It's unintelligible.
Shut up. Shut up.
It would be unintelligible to those of us who don't speak that language.
Of course.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Oh, hang on. Let's visit my backyard about a week ago and listen to my owls again.
You know what they're... I speak owl and crow. You know what they're saying? Jesus, did you just hear what Tom said?
It's unintelligible.
He's in big trouble.
Okay, what have you got?
Hold still. Okay. Lebanese man broke the Guinness World Record for the longest duration standing on a board of nails.
I didn't know men could be Lebanese. Oh, boy.
Let's control that.
Stepped on my joke with that stupid sound.
What are you doing?
It's not a stupid sound.
Power through.
What was
Just
your
keep
joke?
going.
A man couldn't be Lebanese. I don't get it.
Lesbian Tom.
Thank you, Jess.
Oh.
It's high humor, Tom.
Yeah, it's a little high.
So you have to be high to get
up.
it.
You gotta. Mr. Rami Naous broke the record after standing on the nail board for 12 hours, 12 minutes, 8 seconds.
Wow.
Naous is a cancer survivor undertook the challenge to raise awareness for early cancer detection.
Well, there's the comedy.
I'm glad we have that detail.
He survived.
He also plans to attempt the record for the fastest half marathon barefoot on ice and snow.
Okay, now we're talking incredibly dumb.
So he just hates his feet?
Well, there's a trick to this, sleeping on nails, I guess. You couldn't
Maybe he
do
has
it.
diabetes. He can't feel his feet.
Oh, there's a all right.
There's a positive spin.
Yeah. He's
like
numb
neuropathy to.
He's numb from the knee down.
He's standing on a bed of nails. By the way, for 12 hours, still more comfortable than flying coach to Tokyo.
You have any Tokyo music over there? No, Dean, no.
Oh,
God. That's Dean's fault. I watched it.
No, it's my fault. Wait a second. Now, wait a minute. Now, we have a tribute.
Yes.
We have a tribute. We have a tribute to this guy standing on a bed of nails.
All right.
I mean, isn't that kind of one of those Indian guru things?
It's a trick.
Sure, that's but it is a trick too.
Yeah, you can't stand on one nail. If you stand on 7, it's
like if you sleep on a bed of nails, you can lie there.
You're
You don't want to move around.
Right.
Yeah, you don't see that like the waterbed warehouse next door to the bed of nails.
Some swear that it's great for you, but
acupuncture,
pressure points and stuff.
Yeah.
Lying down on a bed of nails is great for you.
I find it tacky.
Well, you're gonna
a swing and a miss.
You just did to us what we often do to you, and you'll find out how in about a minute.
Okay, here we go.
There's a new documentary out there entitled Sick. It's the winner of the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award. The film chronicles the life and times of super masochistic performance artist Bob Flanagan. In one scene, Flanagan is shown hammering a nail into, then removing it from his most private part, which would be his penis.
Wow.
Boy, what if he misses and hits his thumb?
Well, then that would hurt, Bob.
Yeah, there's a bone in there.
That's really going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something that's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now, do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. I just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
There you go. Thank you very much. See, tax and nail.
I see now.
See?
Yeah, it hurts. Well,
So silly.
sorry about the various musical interludes. I thought they were entirely appropriate. I think there are certain cultures that have certain types of music.
Let's take a
and,
Right, we just have no business assigning.
we can no longer play music that might be suggestive of. So this, for example, is offensive to some. Doesn't this take you to Paris?
Oh my God! See, I was going to say Italy.
I was going to say Italy, too.
Okay, how about this one? Where does this take you?
That's England, right?
That's their...
Absolutely English.
Yeah.
Of course. As is this.
That's England, right?
That's England.
Yeah. What was the one before it?
How about...
What was the one
how about
before it,
this one?
smart ass?
England.
To the fair?
Ice skating music.
Oh.
That's fair music. Yeah, that was a good guess, Jeff.
This is ice skating.
Are we
music.
done with sports?
No. We got more to do. We have to defend ourselves for the last half hour, and then we'll be back.
I have 3 days worth of news over here, guys.
Well.
Come on.
Okay, how about this one?
Going to sleep?
Oh, that's sort of a...
Oh, that's Heat Wave. Boogie Nights.
This is sort of an Asian...
This is massage parlor. This is the
it is kind
the
of...
come and go.
Oh my
Well, that's a gas station. Sorry.
Boogie nights. Dun, 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 boogie nights.
Chick's trying hard to
change the subject.
Yes. There is. Bless you, Chick.
Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. And in the next hour, we have 3 hours worth of news. Is that correct?
3 days.
Okay,
3
good.
days
It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out.
Let's get a shot of the mustache. We have the camera in here now.
I got a before shot.
Okay,
and
now
I
we
just,
got now we got motion pictures here.
Zoom in nice and tight on this blonde beauty. Hey.
Okay, now you have. Is that mascara? What kind of makeup is that your girlfriend got for you?
This is the CoverGirl Lash Exact mascara. It can be found at stores near you.
Okay, now, Chick, are you going to apply the mascara to the stash? We'll see if it looks.
Come on, Chick.
Looks any better. What color is the mascara?
Well, it's the color of the tube, right?
No, it's not purple. It's a brown.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one.
Because your hair's kind of blondish brown.
Here's a little something for the camera.
Hey!
All right. Okay. Let's. Could we forego the? Let's get this going here. Just get the.
Okay. I'll be gentle.
You know what, though?
What?
His mustache looks a lot better close up.
It does. It looks very good.
Thank you, Chick. I appreciate that.
You can't see it from far away. It's the same color as the skin.
Gentle touch.
Now, does that stuff? What if you lick your lips? Will that stuff come off? Don't do the middle.
Am I half stashed?
Wait, I'm not doing this in the.
Now, if you get, you darken it up a little bit.
That looks nice.
See,
Thank you.
Brings out the.
Give me a look.
Brings out his eyes. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Then you do this.
Yeah. Pump
yeah.
it. Pump it.
Bob,
Yes, sir.
remember the movie that last year was made that didn't have any speaking to it?
The Artist?
The Artist. Anybody see that? Did you see The Artist, Pat? The silent movie last year?
Silent movie?
Yeah. It was called The Artist, won a bunch of Academy Awards.
That sounds
You look like that guy. That's the kind of mustache you have.
An Academy Award winner, huh?
Let's take a look.
Well, it was supposed to be a mustache from the days before there were talkie films.
Right.
So it may be a little dated. Turner, let me see. Let me verify.
He's almost done. It's
Let
actually
Picasso
looking
work over here.
looking pretty darn good. Looking pretty darn good.
Let's see.
What's my
Turn around. Oh, let's go.
Voila.
Okay, Pat McAfee. Oh dear God.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Now I can see it. Now it does look very romantic.
And it really does match his hair color a lot better.
Oh my! We got a little mascara on her.
Well, wipe it off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they started talking to me, and I got mad at Tom, so I can miss.
Now, do you think maybe you should go with what's the permanent dye for the mustache called? The
permanent?
Yeah, it's in all the commercials.
Not permanent.
Just for men.
Just for men. That stuff. You need the just for men.
Mm-hmm. You think it would look like this permanent?
Sure. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be permanent. It would last for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, and then you have to reapply.
So for my Super Bowl TV stuff, I need to get the just for men.
Or just do it. Just hit it with the mascara before you go on screen. I think it's fine the way it is.
Chick, I'd like to thank you for what you just did.
No, but then you're going to be walking around, and then you're going to be wiping your face, and half of it's going to come off.
If I was to have a cocktail right now that happened to run a little high, would mascara run into my mouth?
I don't think so. Most mascara is like the commercials I've seen. The girls dive into.
Of course, they always it's women and it's their eyelashes that they use it for. Rarely do you see those get hit with a drink.
Mustache,
and when they do, they usually kind of tear up. I don't know how that would work at a bar, Pat.
Yeah, Pat's now trying
Maybe
to touch up the mustache.
Just for men.
Yeah, but then the question has to be asked: even if your mustache is dark, is it really your look? And that's where I think that comes into question.
You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
His name is Apollo Johnson, and he's America's #1 astronaut. But he's also a well-endowed ladies' man. Monumental Pictures proudly presents Apollo 13, and a half.
Oh, Apollo, your rocket is so big.
Adult film star Dick Mahogany in his first starring role since Shaft's Lethal Weapon is astronaut Apollo Johnson. And when he's not orbiting the Earth, he's going around the world. Apollo Johnson, he's not just an astronaut. He's a charter member of the 100,000-mile high club. And believe me, there's nothing weightless about Apollo 13 and a half.
Oh, Apollo. Now I know why they call it the Johnson Space Center.
He's Apollo Johnson, and not even the shuttle can hold all of his cargo. Look at that load. Apollo 13 and a half from Monumental Pictures, rated PG-13 and a half.
Oh, boy.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Jeff Jenna is our guest. I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck. Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, hey, what gives
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7.
By your local AAA office.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy on vacation. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
I think I should sit back here.
Oh, okay.
Away from the mic.
Can you hear me when I'm back there?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, sorry. Willie G and Reno Collier tonight and tomorrow. Dayton, Ohio, USA at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, man. Thank you to everybody that came and saw us last night in Summit City at Fort Wayne. That was a great show. We had a lot of fun. Dayton all weekend. Come hang out. There's tickets at the link in my Instagram bio at willie.griswold. Come hang.
Merch?
Yeah, I'm going to be selling the lighters. We got some more lighters back in stock, baby.
You make it very clear these are perfectly legal lighters.
Yeah.
But there's sort of a moral code on the lighter, which is what?
I'm a pot user myself, but it's not legal in every state. So these lighters are the Willie Griswold not for weed lighters. So you can use these for candles, you can use them for cigarettes, you can use them for arson. Just don't mess around using them for marijuana. That's dangerous.
You can use them for arson.
Sure.
Well, I'm afraid we have to do something I don't particularly like doing.
Oh, well, no.
We're going to have to interrupt our sportscast. Oh. Because Jess has somewhere she has to be in an hour.
Yeah.
And in spite of the fact that we're all enjoying this, are we still talking about that hockey game that lasted 6 hours?
We gave that a whole 30 seconds, I think. It was a fine story, Chick.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to ask.
So we're going to.
I'm gonna do some news. Okay.
And we'll get back to the sportscast maybe ever.
All right.
Never.
What?
An Australian man was hospitalized after passing out with 9 metal bands constricting his scrotum.
Oh, not such a good day.
No.
He's from Australia.
Oh, man. Chick's mad because we had to stop news.
That's right, yeah.
And by the way, in Australia, the rings around his male member go around the other way.
According to a study published in Urology Case Reports, the 44-year-old patient was rushed to the emergency room after he spent 12 hours with 9 heavy-duty industrial stainless steel rings stuck around the base of his penis and scrotum.
9.
There are photographs of this, by the way.
Is it like bulbous and purple?
It's really gross.
Doctors said he used the metal rings for assistance with erections during sexual intercourse while intoxicated.
That's what they call it, choking the chicken.
I guess so. Have you ever used any kind of metal pieces to help get a...
There you go.
I haven't.
Like a C
An
ring?
erector set, of course.
Oh!
Erector. He was working on an erection. See?
Josh, in my head, it's just you use it as like scaffolding.
That's right. Like when they had to redo the Statue of Liberty.
I used to love, when I was a kid, I had one of those. I loved that.
Yeah.
But then you'd see the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you build like a little tower. Then in the commercial, they've got stuff flying. Erector set helicopters landing. It's the best. So this poor idiot has 9 rings.
This poor idiot.
This poor idiot. Yeah. So he fell asleep post-coitus and awoke in significant pain.
Oh, my reader.
Yeah. That was exactly what he said. After initial attempts to remove the rings with ring cutters and bolt cutters, that failed. Firefighters were called in to cut the rings off with industrial-grade circular saw.
There's a photograph of this.
Yeah.
And they've obviously got sort of things inserted between the ring and the basically sawzall.
Mm-hmm.
And
so if they go through, it won't hit the flesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, what if you're a firefighter?
Yeah.
You're risking your life every day. It's a really difficult, dangerous job, and you get the phone call in 974 Maple Street. You got an idiot with rings around his penis. But if you've ever called the fire department, you know what I'm going to say here, which I had to do once we had a carbon monoxide leak, and they bring everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
They bring,
good.
Even though it was our ranch house, they brought the hook and ladder.
Oh, okay.
God bless them.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a tough gig. You're a firefighter. You got to deal with this moron.
Mm-hmm.
But when they try to cut it off, doesn't the metal heat up? And
man, that's exactly what happens. They have to.
And what about shrapnel? Wouldn't shrapnel be flying places?
Well, the rings were removed, and doctors reported that the man has recovered, but experienced mild erectile dysfunction following the ordeal.
Mild?
He did have surgery. The man was fitted with a catheter for a week to help with his irritated and swollen urethra.
I wish I knew this guy, Pat, because we could call him up right before the holidays. Yeah. And when you get to the one, it's 9 metal rings.
Put them around your joint.
But if the photograph, I swear to God, it looks like an order of onion rings.
Oh, like a tower of onion rings?
Oh, I thought you meant his junk looked like onion rings.
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a blooming onion, right?
9 metal rings and they're
9
stacked?
Mm-hmm.
Stacked.
Congratulations, sir.
But it's like, have you ever seen the women who put the rings around their neck to lengthen their neck? Maybe he's trying to lengthen his
maybe so.
thing.
I don't think we're too far away from that in our culture.
How so? Oh, well, there are some things going on, aren't there?
I mean, we got people with holes in their ears you can put a broom through.
Lengthening. We did the leg lengthening thing.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing I read about recently was someone who was trying to, what's the phrase, uncircumcise themselves.
They want to reverse it?
Oh, they're stretching out their...
stretching out the tissue. So
ball bearings or something in there.
It looks like weights. It looks like those air things that make noise. What are those called?
Like...
This will be fun.
You mean an airplane?
No,
an air thing that makes noise?
AC unit.
They ring like bells and the wind blows.
Wind chimes?
Wind chimes.
The air thing that
makes noise.
Sorry.
How about that?
Okay.
Josh, how did you get that, buddy?
Well, he eventually kind of explained.
No, I'm saying the photograph shows this guy's male member, and it's got looks like wind chimes on it, trying to get the skin.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
there's a name for that. It's called mental illness.
Wait, he wanted like foreskin reupholstery, essentially?
It's a thing. I mean, you can Google redoing your foreskin under
tuck and roll for your foreskin
under psycho nutcase.
There's some parents now that just say, "Hey, I want my child to decide whether or not they're going to have that done." So
I got a British guy.
Just remember, way more painful at the age of 14.
Yeah. I got a British friend. He loves his foreskin. It's his favorite thing. He likes playing with it. He says it makes sex better. He says it makes sex alone better. It's his favorite thing in the world. And he goes, you guys are all fools for having no foreskin.
That's what a lot of people say.
As Josh suggested, we don't have a choice.
No, you remember when you invited us to Willie to get his foreskin cut off? Remember?
You guys came to my bris?
Yeah, the circumcision.
Yeah, we took a vote.
Yeah. We're all standing over you, staring at your penis. Remember that time? That was a great time.
And fortunately, being a Griswold, we took the foreskin and turned it into a wallet.
Sure.
And if you rub it, it turns into a nice valise.
That's right.
Nice.
That's exactly what happened.
I do know a guy. Well, kind of. He was a friend of mine's. Well, he was a friend of mine's dad.
You know him carnally?
No.
Did you have sex with him?
No, stop. My friend Malcolm, his dad, when he went into World War II, he had two great stories. One of them was he had to be circumcised.
Oh, he did, yeah.
As an adult.
Right.
And he said it was three pretty rough days, as I recall.
I'm sure.
The other thing was where
not being circumcised is filthy. It's a bacteria.
There's a whole argument about that. But the other thing that he talked about was when he went into basic training during World War II, a number of the men in his unit had never seen a toothbrush.
Wow.
And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's just it shows that times are much different now.
Yeah.
Yikes.
They didn't, and so they had to teach them basic oral hygiene. So it was a different world, ladies and gentlemen.
Wasn't your good friend's dad a German spy? Didn't it turn out that he was he should have been put to death?
No, he was no, Josh. He was
one step underneath Hitler, right?
No, he was like your dad, Josh, an American hero, a man who was a combat veteran, just like your dad was, a nom and a badass.
Turns out my dad was a spy for the North. Yeah, we just uncovered some paperwork.
Really?
It's really
a Korean sleeper cell, if you will.
Vietnamese, yeah, really disturbing. Yeah.
Excuse me.
We found a big chest, and it had those papers, and it had a pair of black pajamas.
Oh, God.
Boxes of
wait,
nails.
let me get this straight now.
Shovel.
Now, you're the one mocking your heroic father, okay? Just want to make that clear to everybody in case your mom and your brothers are listening. Your father was a great man and a badass combat veteran. Give him the kudos that he deserves. Now, Jess, I know you have limited time, so do you want to squeeze in one more quick story?
Sure. Britain's Treasury has revealed that Queen Elizabeth's funeral cost the government around $200 million.
Wow.
The state funeral for the late monarch, held on September 19th, was the first in the UK since that of former Prime Minister Winston Churchill in 1965.
I never would have guessed that much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's like $50 million a foot.
When they say cost the British government, do they mean cost the British taxpayers? Is that what they're saying?
But the argument has always been that if you look at the numbers, the royal family's, tourism brings in more than that goes out. I
wonder how much tourism that day, that stuff brought in. But
and that money is being spent largely on people working in England. So there's who knows, a lot of pomp and circumstance.
Makes sense.
And most of the money was spent to zombie-proof her.
Yeah, sure.
Your world, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, you have.
Oh yeah, you know that. Josh told me.
Gardening. Sure, it's very important. You should all be doing it.
And then
we'll be right back.
Marmalade sandwiches.
Okay.
Zombie-proofing. Very expensive. Right now it's quiz time.
Greg Maddox. Oh, no.
Remember that rotation? Maddox, Smoltz.
Oh, boy. What do you
man, oh, man. The Braves had some pitching. They sure did.
I wish I had.
Is that Chipper Jones era? Or?
I wish I liked smoking marijuana. Maybe it would make this funny.
100, Tom. That's the way I bring it. 100% all the time.
What he's talking about is his sleep number setting. Ladies and gentlemen, the sleep number bed is the best. 100 means a firm mattress. I know Christy Lee's setting is a uncrisp 45, meaning she likes a soft mattress. The beauty of the sleep number bed is either of you make a choice, and you can make multiple choices over time. You could have a 45 tonight, tomorrow night a 50, or tomorrow night a 100, because the sleep number bed had a very, very simple idea, perfectly executed, which is at the touch of a button, you can change the firmness of your mattress. So we're asking you to level up your sleep with a mattress that lasts a lot longer than conventional mattresses and will help you sleep. And because Sleep Number has done so much research about sleeping, adjustable firmness is only the tip of the iceberg, if you will. I mention icebergs because they're cold, and temperature is one of the keys to quality sleep. And if you're sleeping too hot or too cold, Sleep Number has an answer for that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I snaked my way into changing the topic, didn't I? Experts recommend keeping your bedroom about 65 to 68 degrees, Pat. You know what I'm talking about. Be comfortable. Get a Sleep Number bed. And here's the best part of this. 50% off. 50% off the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed.
That's almost half.
And for a limited time, special financing is available subject to credit approval. See the store for all the details. Where do you find it? Only at your Sleep Number store. To find that, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Unlock your very special potential with a smart bed from Sleep Number so you can perform as well as you can and sleep at the next level. I love my Sleep Number bed. You'll love yours. Check it out. Coming up, we're going to get some more news from Ms. Hooker over there. And yes, that's her real name. Thanks for the funny letters. And interesting thing about spending money in the news, and also something interesting in the world of Disney World. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
The Gores just got divorced. We know Paul McCartney went through the worst divorce in history.
That's true.
I would have been a great attorney for Paul McCartney. I'd have said, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client, right over there, 1964, could not crawl out of a car without every woman in America tearing her hair out, yelling his name at the top of their lungs. He could have had any woman in the world that year. He went with the Manson family-looking girl who was the photographer, who was relatively plain. Lived with the woman for 35 years. 35 years, not one night did he ever miss with his wife in 35 years, except when he was arrested for marijuana in Japan, and she was down the hall in a different cell.
Yeah.
Okay? He loved this woman. She made him eat vegetarian food. Okay? She was not attractive. He put her on the cover of the Band on the Run album. James Coburn looked better than she did.
True
on
enough.
the cover of that album. This woman couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. Couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. He let her play in his band for 10 years. He loved this woman, lived with her 35 years, never missed a night. She passed away. He became a knight. I think he owns Happy Birthday. I know he owns Ramblin' Rick from Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. He's a billionaire. The Queen hit him over the shoulder with a sword and made him a knight. He is a sir. And that one-legged, wooden-legged woman wants you to believe that he's hard to get along with.
And you're strapping on a guitar. And now, what are you going to play your new one here?
No, I'll play a new one.
Okay.
I'm not like Haywood. I can't write a song about 2 minutes, but...
I don't know, but you had a really good one you played last time I really liked. There we go. That's working.
Wayne had a wreck with a big old buzz. You couldn't tell what kind of car that was. He rolled it in a field where he turkey hunts. That's 4 total cars in the past 6 months. But Wayne must not have learned his lesson yet. He just stuck a handicap tag on a black Corvette. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette? Colostomy bag and the cast is still wet. A shattered left leg with his neck in a brace. Wayne's trying to get to heaven in a high-speed chase. He's squealing tires and won't turn around. Got on a damp diaper and a hospital gown. Doing 120 in black fiberglass. Got a nurse on call and a cop up his ass. On 14 prescriptions for a compacted disc. Wayne's doctor's worried and his wife is pissed. And the news chopper chasing him up in the air. Wayne could give a damn about Obamacare. And his Allstate agent's getting all upset. Who the hell puts a handicap tag on a black Corvette?
Amen.
Let's do the big Bruce Springsteen in it.
Tim Wilson.
Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Handsome faces in the room.
Appreciate that, Tom. Likewise.
I was talking to Mark, our assistant. And of course, Ace Cosby and Willie G.
Oh,
here they come.
Everybody but me.
That's just mosey on in. Chick now walks like he's on Green Acres. And shuffles in, or is Uncle Joe in Petticoat Junction?
Just call me Uncle Joe. I'm moving kind of slow at the junction.
That's nice.
That's right.
Okay.
Petticoat Junction.
I'll take over. Jess Hooker is sitting in for Christy Lee today.
Hello.
Jess, thank you so much for making the effort to come in here today and sitting through the torture that is listening to us.
Making the effort.
There's Josh over there. Willie, you missed this. For some bizarre reason, today became Josh Day. It's all about Josh.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Have you seen the caricature in the hallway that we all have to endure?
Yeah. You're the guy that brought in a one-man band for Josh last year.
That's right, because it was Josh Day. That's August 1st.
Yes, thank you.
Today is not Josh Day.
No,
not even half Josh Day.
But please, I want everybody to know I had nothing to do with this.
No, you brought in this portrait of yourself that you were waving around.
Let me ask you something. You're a smart guy.
Very.
At least that's the way you. That's the way you present yourself.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen if you hung that up in the hallway?
I thought it would be quietly admired.
Is that right?
I didn't know.
Did you hang it up yourself?
Yeah.
You didn't hear it?
No. He framed it and he hung it up himself.
I walked by and said, when did the late Allen Ginsberg gain an extra 50?
50.
That is such a nerdy.
That's probably about right.
I hate nerdy insults. Come on.
But that's it was a gift for the show.
I have seen the greatest minds of my generation get heavy.
It continues.
Stop bullying him with nerdy, lame poetry.
It's a Powell reference.
Oh, yeah, I used T.S. Eliot to make Josh feel lesser than me.
In the room, the women come and go ordering pizza.
Make it rhyme, at least.
Well, it's Michelangelo's pizza. I'm sorry. Jess Hooker's over there. There's Ace Cosby. Ace Cosby joke of the day on the way. Willie G is here. He's going to be with Reno Collier, one of my favorite people. That's going to be a great Willie, of course. That's going to be.
That's not what you meant.
No.
You meant Reno.
No, it's what I mean.
Man, he's
at the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio, coming up tonight and tomorrow for some great live comedy. Remember my motto: get off your ass and go see a comedy show, will you?
Why not?
Stop your bitching.
Hey, here's an idea.
Don't say get off your. Just say come enjoy live comedy.
Can you stop yelling at our listeners, please?
Well, in this case, he's right. It's important to go see. You'll regret not seeing Reno and Will.
I don't know what to do tonight. I'm so bored.
Get off your ass.
Now you are being insulted.
You sound like one of those trainers on Instagram giving people eating disorders. Don't say, get off your ass and don't be lazy. Come watch some comedy.
If you're eating food at any comedy club in this country, you have an eating disorder. You don't like good food.
That was my fault.
That certainly doesn't help the way Willie or tonight.
Speaking of food.
It was a joke.
We know it was a joke.
Speaking of food,
the Purdue Chicken Company has hooked up with the Torch and Crown Brewing Company to create a beer specifically brewed for making beer can chicken.
Oh.
Now, can you tell us, I know since you're such a good cook, what is exactly beer can chicken again?
Beer can chicken is when you have a raw chicken and you take out all the insides and then you crack open one of your favorite beers.
Right.
And you put it up in the chicken.
Into the cavity.
In the cavity, yeah. And usually you grill it. That's how I've always done it.
So I'm sorry.
It's usually kind of standing up.
Yeah.
Standing up on the can.
Okay, so and obviously you leave the beer in the can.
You leave the beer in the can.
So in effect it's a suppository.
That's right.
Yeah, essentially, and it steams and.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, does the chicken scream when you do it?
Yeah,
No,
a little bit at
it's
first
usually dead.
until its life ebbs away.
Right. Why are you doing this to me?
It's like throwing a lobster at a
My God, just slit my throat. Please. It's awful.
When will this end?
I've never done this. So then is this something you do in an oven or outside?
I've always done it in a grill, yeah.
I do it in the oven with apple juice.
Nobody asked.
Oh, do you really?
With apple juice?
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't the plastic melt?
He doesn't put the can of apple juice in there.
I do it with
I actually have a tray. It has a thing.
That's shaped like a can. Yeah, they have them where you can fill. Yeah, you can.
So you're not getting the paint from the beer can infused into your chicken.
No, this is all fine.
So it's all mostly mercury.
Yes, we all know aluminum becomes mercury when it's heated up.
Of course. That's the Heisenberg principle.
Just changes chemical properties. It's unlike anything else in science.
Instead of making up these excuses that you're not going to make any beer can chicken, why don't you just say what you mean? That this is a white trash meal and you wouldn't anything to do with
it sounds like fun.
Because you're a pretentious prey.
That chicken that Haywood brought for you in the freezer, take it home and do a beer can.
Is that your chicken?
Yeah.
I would.
That's a farm fresh chicken sitting there.
It's farm fresh.
I would give anything to open that freezer and there's a chicken in there.
Wearing a scarf and earmuffs.
You want to? Can you take me home, please?
Oh my God.
One time.
Well, you're not going to like the alternative, pal.
Really,
you're going to get warm though. That's the good news.
Do you remember the time that Haywood brought a living chicken to the building?
Yes.
Was it a turkey or was that just so
it was
little?
a live chicken.
He's had chickens. He's had baby chicks. He's had
in his car.
In his car with him.
Man, you're still inviting him back after that one, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the man's a genius. So, no, will you next week make us beer can chicken?
Yeah, I'll take that chicken home from Haywood, and we'll thaw it and prepare it for this beer can chicken.
The story then is that they're making a special beer just for this purpose.
Yes, the company said its custom beer can chicken beer is a honey double citrus summer ale brewed with classic grilled chicken seasoning like rosemary, thyme, and pink peppercorn.
Sounds perfect for that.
Yeah, the beer, which Purdue says is good for grilling and sipping, is 5.5% alcohol by volume.
They already do booze, right? They make a good Boilermaker, Purdue.
It's a different spelling.
What's that?
Different spelling.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's with an E, not a U.
I liked it.
I'm a very confused man.
6 packs of Purdue's beer can chicken beer will be sold online beginning May 22nd.
So are the cans? Did you say this? And I'm not. The cans are more substantial for grilling, or
No, they said it works both ways. You don't have to have a a can to do the.
It's more for the flavoring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't use the bottles.
Nah.
They tend to explode.
Yeah, that might be dangerous.
Well, yeah, especially if you don't open them.
And then the shaft of the bottle comes out the chicken's mouth.
Shards of glass.
Unless it's a really big chicken. Now, for these cans of beer for Thanksgiving, do they do like a mini keg?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I've never even heard of beer can turkey, but maybe it happens.
Yeah, you could.
A 40.
Have you ever bought a keg of beer? Not non-alcohol, an honest keg of beer for a party.
Oh, for a party? Yeah, absolutely.
There are few things. At least I haven't done it in 2 decades, but
wheeling it out there,
being the
picking
guy.
up a keg of beer is so thrilling.
Yeah.
Everybody's opportunity.
Everybody's happy to see you when you pull up.
Yeah.
Closest I've done is picking up a thing of propane. Sort of the same.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Your family's happy to see you. You're
Not
going to
at-
grill.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We had a party in Chicago, and there was a liquor store like half a mile away, but we had to have people take the keg there and back, and people had to carry a keg of beer up a 3-story walk up 2 or 3 times.
Brutal.
But still so fun.
Yes.
Like when it shows up, guys like, oh, I did it last time, you do it this time.
Right.
Returning the empty keg the next day is a little. It's similar to returning porn, where there's some shame involved because you just don't feel good. And
You're belching.
Yeah.
Just you smell like that stale beer and cigarettes. You're wearing a Transformers t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
You ever picked up one of those couches that pulls out?
As heavy as anything.
Yeah.
My friend John and I took one up 6 floors.
I don't know how you did it.
On West 80th Street, New York City. Our landlord, Mr. Chan, very nice gentleman. We took it up 6 floors.
Played by Mickey Rooney.
And then...
Very funny.
Now, let me ask you something.
I was waiting for the music.
Did Mr. Chan have any introductory music that you'd like to share with us?
No, he was a fine gentleman.
Called him Charlie, did you?
No, we did not. He
Gave black pajamas.
But I just remember him supervising and not helping us as we took this thing.
What did that sound like?
Weighed a ton, and we got up there.
You do an impression of
When we moved out, we left it there.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, what kind of couch was it?
It was one of those
Pull out.
folding.
Chick, that was the first time my dad's ever said pull out.
Ever even thought of it?
Yeah.
Sleeper sofa.
I'll tell you, that thing.
Sleeper sofa is what they're called.
That thing was. We got that at my cousin's house, and well, you pulled out that mattress that looked like a map of China.
Somebody had been on the bleed. And as Floyd said.
Apparently, fatally.
Might have been on the bleed.
Might have been a fatal bleed out. It was a full size map of China, the scale 1 to 1.
You mean flag? The flag of China?
I don't know. I mean the map.
Oh, so
there were like tributaries and.
I'm just happy we can
flags.
finally say it. Is it on the bleed?
That's right. Sometimes it's map of China, sometimes it's Japanese flag. That's I get confused with the Thomisms.
Well, Well, I was in honor of Mr. Chan.
Aren't you glad
that
you,
really was that really was my landlord's name.
We believe you.
Aren't you glad you stopped my award-winning sportscast?
I still have lots of news.
So you are gonna make a beer can chicken?
I'm
pie?
gonna do a beer can.
Have
chicken.
you made it before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does the beer really flavor it?
I don't know, because what I usually do at my house is the apple juice or orange juice, or depending on whatever we're doing.
It does seem negligible when the flavoring, the beer flavoring of the chicken, but it cooks well though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It keeps it very moist. Yeah.
Have you ever made a salt steak?
A salt steak? No, but I've always wanted to.
Ever had one of those, Willie?
We've done salt fish, like the entire fish, where you pack it in salt and then put it in the oven.
Yeah, the salt. So you take newspaper, which is hard to do these days because you can't do it with a iPad. You take newspaper and you put a big thing of salt on, put the steak, and then cover it with salt. Wrap up the newspaper with string, so it's like a football steak inside it.
Right.
You soak it. Then you grill the thing
with all the ink. See, I make those, but I coat them and fry them as well, so it's assaulted and battered. I said it wrong.
Assault and battered.
I call it the assault and battery.
Very good, very good. We'll have you make that the next week.
Was it the execution or was it maybe the content?
Have you ever had brats?
Everything was wrong with it.
Ever had brats and beer? Put the beer in there, boil them up.
Absolutely.
Put them
We
on the
dip
grill.
brats in beer here.
That's the good beer.
But I do think
beer can chicken sucks.
I do think I think the flavor is negligible, as you say.
Yeah, we're gonna
not in the brats.
Well, I can order this. Maybe we'll get this beer by next week.
Can we do a Cornish gay man with one of those tiny beers?
Like a little king.
What's the Thanksgiving gag with
some shot glass chicken
with the Cornish game hen?
You take a turkey, hollow it out, put the Cornish game hen in there.
You get there.
You cook it, you pull it out, you bring the kids around. Okay, happy Thanksgiving, and
I gotta do this.
And oh my God, this turkey was pregnant.
I gotta do
the
this.
tears.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thus ruining the lives.
Remember Vine? The app that you could make that. One of my more popular Vines.
Oh, is that right?
I was dressed in scrubs, and I opened up my oven, and I go, "Oh my God!" And I pulled out a toaster oven like it was giving birth, and many people were amused.
Many people.
It's a shame it's gone.
We should post that.
Check your thoughts.
I missed that app that they used.
Good app.
The camera they used was really good. And
Vine was fun for a while.
I don't know where that. Do they have the camera app still available? Because I'd like to get into some movie making.
Yeah, let's look for it.
Because I've always wanted to direct. You know that about
sure,
me.
yeah.
I'm a great.
Would you be an ascot wearing director?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would have all the affectations and expect
Cigarette holder?
No remarks. Yes. No remarks.
What is that? What is the one-eyed
backwards beret?
The monocle?
Yep.
Would you sleep with your cast? And by that I mean the entire cast. You have to bang every member.
Yep.
Men and women.
Sometimes all,
and
sometimes all
probably
at once.
boys.
Sometimes all at once.
So much news.
Everybody was having fun. Why'd you do that?
He had to Polanski it up, didn't
We
he?
were all goofing around, having a good time.
There you go.
So we're going to make the chicken beer, whatever it's called?
We will.
Ask
yes.
again. Ask one more time.
I'll make the chicken beer.
Ask one more
That
time.
was he really did ask a good 3 or 4 times.
Absolutely.
Tom, I promise.
7 times.
I promise I'll make the chicken beer.
Okay. Sure. Well, that's enough of that story. What else you got?
I'll say.
Let's talk about credit cards. Credit cards may be convenient,
baby.
but cash. Credit cards may be convenient, but cash is king when it comes to guilt-free purchases. A researcher from the University of Notre Dame found that people tend to pay in cash when making purchases that are hard to justify. That way, there isn't any lingering evidence or a credit card bill to remind shoppers of purchases they would rather forget.
Huh.
I see.
That's interesting.
Have you ever taken out cash to buy something you didn't want a paper trail for?
I've always
Drugs.
Just drugs.
The way I got into trouble was the credit card didn't seem like real money, and it was just like
That's entirely true.
Yeah.
And this is why hookers take cash because, guys are going to regret that.
Yeah, you don't want any paper trail with that.
Wow.
No, yeah.
$400 and even got halfway around the world. What do they call it? What do they call it? Visa.
I bet there's hookers that take Square. They'll swipe your Square on their phone.
something else.
Yep.
Just go on Venmo and be like leftovers or something.
Right. Yeah.
Man, I bet that's probably the new way.
I wrote a check the other day for the first time this year. I wrote a check.
Really?
When I go to that, what's it called, the ATM thing, a machine, I get 5s because the only thing I use money for, cash for, are tips now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you tip somebody, poor guy, $5 bill?
Well, you go to Chipotle, and you can't put a tip on the card.
That's true.
I did that just last night.
Why can't you put a
tip on the card? I put $5 in the jar, got home, and they forgot the chips. Then I got a crying 10-year-old.
You have a terrible life.
It's unbelievable.
No, every now and then.
Now, wait a minute. Hang on. Well, Willie, I don't want you to just say anything smart.
Go ahead.
So what you just described, does that sort of thing happen every day?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've learned my lesson at Chipotle. God bless them for working so hard, but for Christ's sake, you got to go through everything to make sure it's all in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the queso. What are you going to dip in it? Your fingers?
I'm too busy being interviewed by Errol Morris. Does those commercials for him now.
Yeah, what is that about?
Did Errol need the money?
I thought it was a trailer. I swear to God I did. Well, that's
the only thing I use cash for.
Documentary about a chicken burrito?
I wrote a check last week, and then I was ridden by a Swede. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I rode a check, as in banked one.
Oh, my God. Congratulations on throwing your shoulder out of whack for the stretch.
That was all the obscure whites of Europe. You did a real good job with that.
Can I tell you about Raycon
That's
earbuds?
a good reality show.
Let me jump in here. Raycon earbuds, you know what their mission is? To prove you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg and another leg, and you won't have to write a check or wrote a check or have a Swede ride you or anything. For Raycons, they're affordable is what I'm trying to tell you. You can get a pair and a spare. Buy a pair for you, and maybe you have agreement with someone. When you buy something for you, you need to buy something for them. Well, this helps you right here with Raycon. Big name tech brands are out there, and Raycons are better and cost less. It's just that simple. And Raycon has buy now, pay later options, easy and free return guarantee, free domestic shipping, flat fee international shipping, and they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And 8 hours of playback time with Raycon's crystal clear call quality and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. Just remember this, buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Raycons are the best, and they are half the price and twice as good, so do the math on that one, if you please. When we come back, I think we're going to check in with Ms. Hooker once again, because she has to make an exit in about 20 minutes. Then we'll lean on Pat Godwin to get some songs. Another request.
Lean on Pat.
Thank you, Greg. A very nice request.
When you need songs.
Who the hell's Greg?
The guy that wrote this song requesting the ping pong death song again. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're. I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand if this like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there, I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
Remember that? They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed 24/7. I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me. Could repeat that?" And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose, like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well so make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
I had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, "I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night." I'm like, "No,
Good night.
I don't think so." I go, well, let's find out. "Well, what are you gonna do?" So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
Got a test.
got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning, and of all the times to get recognized. I walk into Walmart in the night shift. "Hey, Fluffy." I'm like, "Oh, great. What do you need?" "A miracle." And
All right, here's some tickets to a Grateful Dead concert.
Right? So I found the aisle where they sell the pregnancy test, and I realized something. Walmart has figured out the evolution of how life works, and they put it in aisle 4. As soon as you turn the corner, you see condoms. Then you see lubricant. The next to the lubricant, you see pregnancy tests. The next to that, you see Pampers. Next to that, formula. And at the end of the aisle, they sell beer. It's a full circle.
Edge Hill neighborhood most of his life. After his contributions to music were overlooked for years, Bailey's grandson hopes the street naming, as well as the new edition of the definitive biography on him, will help Bailey's legacy stay alive for a new generation. That's DeFord Bailey, the harmonica wizard and the Grand Ole Opry pioneer, getting a street named after him in Nashville. And that's a look at your entertainment news. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Can you tell us about Hawaii?
I get very confused over there. I'm always trying to read signs, because all they have are vowels. You read signs, and some signs, they have an arrow that says E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, come on, where's that going to go? And
Obviously, to a pineapple farm.
Yeah, what is that? And I'm always trying to, I'm trying to impress. I was with this girl, and I'm trying to impress her about how much I know about Hawaii. This is my second time there, and I'm like, I go, "Oh, now look here. This is the ni I pu'u lo o-o-ke a-uti." And she said, "That's lookout, you idiot." I'm like, I guess I'm a little used to read these signs around here.
I see.
And
Fascinating.
they have 2 airports on the island of Maui, and one is called like Hili Wili Puli, and then they call the other one Willy Willy Pali, and then I go to the wrong one, and I'm the idiot. It's supposed to be Hili Wili Puli, not Willy Willy Pali. They're going to be an hour and a half apart. They shouldn't sound exactly the same. Not Hili Wili Puli, Willy Willy Pali. I have a theory, and I think everything in Hawaii was named by Mel Tillis in a hurry. Is what happened. They just brought Mel over. "Mel, what'd you call that? Okay, come on over here. Pie. Mel, what would you call that big beautiful bird?" "Well, yeah, that's good. That's cool.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to
ABC Supply. Really appreciate it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is at the sidekick chair.
No, he's not.
There's Ace
He's not
Cosby.
there. It's Josh Day. He's not even here. That's grateful.
There's Willie Griswold.
You, I don't know what's going on with
I don't either.
You're crazy right now.
I'm
Said he's going to get
Chicken
you breakfast.
Oh, there you go.
That's not true.
I'm so hungry.
Chicken Gee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Oh, thanks. Reading the mail over here.
Sorry to wake you.
Got some. We have Jess Hooker. Not for long, though.
No.
She has miles to go before she sleeps. And
That's true.
You're going to make your son get up and walk out.
I'm cool. I'm doing my little puzzle over here.
just doing a little poetry. You know that great poem? Whose horse this is, I think I know. All women are in the village, so my little horse must think it. Oh, never mind. Let's just move forward. What have you got?
A disagreement between two families turned violent in front of Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom.
Hey, I'm going to hit you. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
I bet this kind of thing happens every day at Disney World.
This made the national news
multiple times.
WOFL reports.
Waffle.
Their offices are in the Waffle House.
Is that right?
Is Josh giving birth? What's happening?
I'm not sure.
Where is he?
I didn't see him.
Don't worry, he'll come back.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
he'll
You
be
think
all
he's
right.
collapsed or something?
He's putting up
okay.
paintings.
If he's not in here, I'm sure he's got to figure something out.
He's
What's
hanging
the,
more pictures.
Just let him do his thing, you guys.
What's the name of the TV station?
WOFL. There you go. Reports that one family was standing in front of the park's 100th anniversary sign, where another family wanted to take a photo.
We have to catch
Oh,
Josh.
sorry.
Sorry, I had one of those 40 wipers. It's like I had a crayon back there.
Dude, you got to get on Metamucil. Metamucil gets rid of that.
Crayon back there.
Could we get back to the happiest place on earth?
Well, what color was the crayon? Was it that kind of deep red?
Oh,
deep red.
Was it red? Holy hell!
Wilbur.
Yeah, polyposis.
Should I start from the top?
Yes.
Okay. A disagreement between two families turned violent in front of Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. WOFL reports that one family was standing in front of the park's 100th anniversary sign when another family wanted to take a photo.
Hey, we want to take a photo.
Uh-oh.
That family asked the other to move. One person punched another member of the family in the face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did the governor and his family get out okay?
I bet
They don't
you,
care for Disney. Issues.
I
Not a
bet you
fan.
anything. One family said to the other, "Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?"
The disagreement then descended into a full-on brawl.
This is sad.
Yeah, at least one person was
Is it,
treated
though?
medically at the scene following the fight, but that person did not want to press charges. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said 2 people were removed from the theme park that day.
You know, nothing else rhymes with that county.
I get it. Orange. So, did you see that they had to change the sign?
They
no,
did?
What?
It says, the happiest place on earth, your results may vary.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was the
that's fair
100-year
enough.
anniversary, but they made the O's in 100. It was just 2 black eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
Goofy with a taser. It was all over the park. And if you keep reading at the Hall of Presidents, the Nixon robot punched the Kennedy robot.
Oh, my goodness.
Saying I should have
That's
won
been a
in
long time
if I'd won in
coming.
1960, I'd be the one with half.
Yeah.
of it.
Last time I went to the Hall of Presidents, I went over to Epcot, and then me and Richard Nixon went to China. It was really cool.
He opened it up for you, didn't he? Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Changed the world.
People, opening up the West.
God, that's a dumb, smart joke, isn't it?
He opened it up for you.
I've got one more story I want to do before
You've
I
been to
leave.
the Hall of Presidents?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the other one where it's the time where you sit in there and you just go around, you see like the 20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that Mission No, what the hell is that?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
You mean Morris Day in the time?
No.
Is that the thing that's in the...
Carousel of Progress.
Thank you, Dino.
Yes,
Thank you.
Dean.
That's my favorite ride.
You get a waffle. All right.
It's air conditioned. You sit and you just go around in a circle really slow.
Very air conditioned.
It is
That's the reason to do that.
Yeah.
I just love the Hall of Presidents because some of the presidents actually speak, the robots.
Yeah.
Then they nod, and I love it when people in the audience cheer and boo for certain presidents, depending on which kind of crowd you have that day.
Yeah.
Take that, Franklin Pierce.
I boo for all of them. Boo. I'll boo you too. Oh, I forgot about you.
Yes or no? When you go through It's a Small World, do you put your hand in the water? Yes or no?
Ew,
No, the water's disgusting.
No, you put your hand in the water.
No, you don't.
That's good luck.
No.
What?
You throw a penny in the water.
No, you put your hand in the water.
Oh my
then you drink it.
No,
up.
you get out of the boat and onto land and you drop kick one of those little people.
Then you get arrested.
Those little Dutch children.
And you turn their heads upside down and put
Have
it
you-
back on.
Somebody play Panama by Van Halen. I'm trying to rock out right now.
I want a picture next week of somebody turning the head upside down and it's a small
just twisting one of their necks.
Somebody's going to do it.
that. Now, have you...
I want it done.
The Hall of Presidents, if you're not familiar with it, they're full-size robots of the presidents.
Yeah.
Right.
And they move around. It's really cool. And there's a little movie. And
It's actually very, very old technology.
Nothing is cool about it.
It's so accurate. The last time I'll talk to you, Ace. Have you ever been there?
So
I have not.
Oh, you're kidding me. Have you ever been to Disney World?
No, Disneyland, but not Disney.
No, that's not the
we need to
question.
plan a trip.
It's so accurate, Jess.
That's what I want to do. Go to Disney World with Ace.
Ace, I'll talk to you. And then Ace didn't give him what he wanted, so he goes, Jess, I'll talk to you.
I'm not going to get what I want out of this one.
Have you been to the Hall of Presidents?
No, I haven't. That's the only one I haven't.
I have,
been to.
Tom.
It's robots.
Right.
And they are operated by some dude in the back. You can't see him.
Oh, really?
And he...
No, it's all
Let him do this.
And then this guy will manipulate the robots.
You think there's one guy for each president back there?
Don't be ridiculous. It's one guy for all the presidents.
One guy for all the presidents.
And he does fun stuff to keep from getting bored. So he always has the Bill Clinton president lean over and leer at the hot chicks and wink at him.
No, he doesn't.
Was it worth it? That's all I want to know. And I'm asking everyone.
Hang on a second.
By the way.
Yeah, I want to know. Here we are. We're at the end.
So we can do a topical, fresh of mind Bill Clinton joke.
Are we looking back fondly on that moment?
What other presidents are that horny? I don't know.
Kennedy?
They probably all are.
Yeah, most, I would say.
You think so?
And then one was
If
horny.
you want to control a country, you're a horny freak.
You think Dick Nixon was horny?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
His name was Dick Nixon.
I mean, Johnson, was...
We like Dick? Come on.
Johnson was getting it on with a bunch of ladies, but I don't...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He said
long-time
bunghole.
mistress.
He said bunghole a lot, right?
Among other things. I don't know if that's where he was, if his proclivities in the sexual realm were involving the bunghole, but that's certainly a topic for another day.
Somehow that helped, you thought?
Yeah, I think so.
I bet Lincoln was hung, man.
I bet he was too. He looks like it.
He's just lanky. He's got a big D body.
You know, I do Daniel Day-Lewis from Lincoln.
Go ahead.
I'm president of the United States.
They say that was very accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Not Chick's impression.
Thank you very much.
Abraham Lincoln apparently had a high squeaky voice. Not that like Raymond Massey. Whatever it was. Okay, well, that's it. You have to leave?
That's it.
You know what? I'll just stay for one more break.
There you go. She's hanging out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Evidently, this is her plan to keep sports off the air. I'm not sure.
God.
One goal.
Be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bob.
Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do. But I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with the cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's spelled D-A-L-Y like Connor Daly, that could fly.
May have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do kids still care about the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Mike, it wasn't until very late that Chick realized that the folks at the farm were the characters in the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the old lady was the witch. I think I'm a grown man when I discovered that.
Really?
I mean, Josh, we're not all geniuses like you and my daughter. And your little club that you have.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
Good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
Nice. Yes.
you're from Cleveland, but you went to school
At Ohio State.
How'd that go?
Columbus. I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. You know, we should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple of months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. You know, I was walking the Harvard campus there, you know, pretending. And, and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard, huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, you know, Pac-10, it's big business. You got the football program. You know, people may take a class or two.
Right.
You know, as Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a sixth-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. Yeah. He drives a Lexus.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Can I tell you something? Hey. My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
I wouldn't. Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
Or a little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I remember that. Free psychiatry for life. Free Prozac, whatever you want.
Government program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber. Show's over.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Seriously, 6 minutes to clear your throat.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is on vacation. That is Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold wrapping up some antioxidants. Having a great day, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah, there's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. Is there something in the air or water today? What the hell is going on?
It's really silly in here.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
I think it's because that nag Christy ain't here. She always brings it down, doesn't she?
Oh, she's sweet. I just got a case of the giggles, man.
If Christy were here,
I'm so sorry.
play it again. It's your turn.
Play it again.
If Christy were here, she'd be saying, "Morning, Bob and Tom team," writes Edward. This is for Jess.
Why would she say
What?
that? That was the worst segue you've ever done.
That didn't make any sense on any level.
Guys, we can't interrupt
When I
him
finish
anymore.
the letter, you'll say, "Oh, now I get it."
No, we won't.
No.
It's for me.
I'll say this.
Okay, I'll start with the punchline. If Christy were here, she would say, from a VIP member from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay. You mean Worcester?
Yeah. I mean Worcester. You see what I was doing there.
You see?
I know it's Worcester, you idiot. Jess, he writes, by the way, he calls himself Gil.
Gil, okay.
All right. Gil Man.
Oh, the Gil Man. What a great nickname.
Thank you. I'm very good at nicknames.
Because his actual name is Gilbert, but he'd be the Gil Man.
That's my friend Adam Gilbert. We call him the Gil Man.
That's cool. I like that. Josh, you ever have a cool nickname?
What is going on?
I don't know. He's out on his feet.
They've changed some of my friends would call me Blarney. And it started with Arnold, and that became Arnie, and then Blarney.
Blarney.
Yeah.
You're not of Irish heritage.
I'm not, no.
Why Blarney? Why Blah?
I just explained it. It started with Arnold, and then Arnie, and then it became Blarney.
How did it become Blarney
I
from
thought it's
Arnie?
because tourists like to kiss you. Mwah.
So is there a funny part of the story?
Or piss on your head.
Is it funny? You asked him. You asked him to do this.
I know.
I gave you the truth.
Sorry I asked.
Not everything is a crappy, punny punchline. Sometimes we talk like humans.
He hates that.
Jess, you ever have a cool nickname?
I didn't have a cool nickname. I had a horrible nickname. My maiden name is Prosser, and the guys in my grade called me Jessie Prostitute.
Prostitute.
Oh, good thing everyone calls you Hooker now.
I know, right? That worked out.
Yeah, what are the odds?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she get married to a guy named like Strumpet. or maybe someone Round Heels.
Round
Yeah.
Round
My
Heels.
new husband, Dave Round Heels.
So no one would get it.
Anyway, this letter?
Oh, sorry. The letter of the point, it says, Jess, how is the tattoo removal going? I'm hoping it's not too painful. This is Gil, VIP member.
Hey, Gil.
From Worcester.
They call him the Gil Man, right?
Sweet Jesus.
Great nickname.
It's going. It's very slow.
Let's see.
It's a 2-year process. But yeah, it's fading.
You're having your sleeve removed?
Yeah, I am. Doing from the elbow down first.
You and Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, getting your sleeves removed.
Oh, Jesus, Willie.
No.
I thought we were having fun in here.
What was your first over?
It's over.
Wasn't your first tattoo something with your fingers?
Yeah, my first tattoo was a mustache on both of my fingers, and that way when I held it up, it looked like I had a Fu Manchu.
You had those removed?
That was the first tattoo I had removed, yeah.
Wow. Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt really bad. Really bad.
Would you say you live a life of regret?
Josh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Did people think it was funny when you put your fingers up like that?
Yeah, maybe for like the first 3 or 4 days. It gets really old.
My cousin has the same.
Really?
She still has hers, I believe.
She does?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's fun.
Yeah, I originally wanted to do the ones on the palm of your hands where it's like the curly one.
Oh, the curly mustache?
Yeah, you
I bet
do
the
it like
palm
this.
hurts to get tattooed.
Couldn't you just take a Sharpie and do it for laughs, then wash it off?
You could, but
That's not commitment enough to the gag?
No,
Okay.
I
see. Well, let's move forward here. What else is happening in the world of news?
Kraft Heinz has unveiled a customizable sauce dispenser.
Stupid.
Wait, let's hear them out, please.
The Heinz Remix offers consumers 200 potential sauce combinations.
Oh, it's like Coke Freestyle, but with sauces?
Yes, and a freestanding touchscreen operated machine.
I'm with you, chick. This is
the dumbest.
First
idea
off,
I've ever
they have not perfected those soda machines.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is going to be even messier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, so I could get like 50% mayo, 25% ketchup, 10% hot sauce, 10% mustard.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
First, users select from a range of bases such as ketchup, ranch, 57 sauce, and barbecue sauce.
This is on a touch screen.
Yes, before they personalize with enhancers, including jalapeno, smoky chipotle, buffalo, and mango.
Too many choices.
Yeah. Users can even choose their preferred intensity level, which would be low, medium, or high.
What about farts?
Willie, we need this for the green room.
Yes, we do need this for the green room.
Yeah, we need something that's going to take 30 minutes to decide.
It really does look like one of those old school dispensers, though, like the bigger ones. It has the exact same look, but it's a touch screen. Heinz Remix will make its debut at the 2023 National Restaurant Association show in Chicago, with plans to pilot the machine with restaurant operating. Yes.
That's that. They think that.
With plans to pilot the machine with restaurant operators in late 23, early 24.
Oh, they don't mean the operators are called pilots. They mean they're going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they wear the wings on their epaulets.
It's just buffalo wings.
Yeah.
You're not going to send a kid up in a crate like that.
Look, companies have done that before. These are sandwich artists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Are they? Well, your sandwich artist forgot the tomato. So maybe send him back to art school.
Yeah, he Jackson Pollock to my roast beef.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, Tom,
so
how did we know Josh would have trouble with the sandwich artist in a restaurant?
No. That doesn't. You can't do that. You can't bully me through him.
Okay,
That's proxy bullying.
Hey, Picasso, less pork. Okay, this thing, it has a plastic ramekin underneath it, and you press the buttons. But this is going to take a lot of time for people to. They're going to get up there if they've got 200 different options.
Yeah.
By the time, hey, are you done there? I'd like to put some ketchup on my cold hamburger.
This is for kids, like the kids that go up at the machine and do all of them. Yeah.
You're excited.
Yeah, honestly, though, I would rather have this be handheld, more like a soda gun behind the bar, and then you just push one button, ranch, hot sauce, ketchup, mayo, mustard. That's my dream.
Let's make your dream happen.
It's a condiment gun.
That's what I want, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Taco Bell has, like, the sour cream guns behind the thing.
By the way, Chick, did you ever get one of those?
A sour cream gun?
You've always wanted one.
I know.
But they just look like a caulk gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go and you give the guy $20 and a little weed, they give you the gun. They'll totally give it to you.
Those things aren't cheap. No, we priced them.
I bet you could put sour cream in a regular caulk gun and use.
I bet so too.
Use it that way.
I like the word caulk because it sounds like cock a little bit.
Yeah,
it does. Very like a rooster.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Did you recock your bathtub over the weekend?
Oh God.
Every now and then you got to recock it, don't you?
I hate to say it, but this is going to be kind of the future.
Yeah, sure.
All these places you're going to walk up, there'll be no people. You'll walk up, you'll get your burger, you dial it all in. And, but this is going to take forever. And again, it's too many choices.
You'll be dead. It's not going to be fine.
I mean, you've heard of the famous salad dressing experiment?
What was that experiment?
No.
At a grocery store, they put like 100 salad dressings in.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? It's famous, Josh. You didn't hear about this?
Cracked open any book, it would be in there.
Is it?
Yes, Josh, I'll talk to you.
What if I cracked open the NFL encyclopedia? Would this story be in there?
Yes.
It would be.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Bart Starr, perfect. No, they give people like 100 choices of salad dressings at a grocery store.
Yeah.
And then they do the same thing with 10. And they sell more salad dressings with just 10.
Right.
Because people get up there and they're, oh my God, it's over. It's like watching TV now. It's overwhelming.
You're exactly right.
You can't decide what to watch because there's too many choices. And
you end up watching nothing.
But this thing with, what is it?
You're exactly right.
200 sauce combinations.
No one is safe in here today.
I'm being very quiet.
Okay. Pat, you have a song about this?
About what? I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
Yeah, we're all confused.
I got 20 things open.
I don't know.
Pretty soon we're all just going to be sitting here with our noses bleeding. Our brains.
I've never been so confused. And I'm sitting in the room. I feel really sorry for somebody listening in their car.
How would you clean this machine?
Good Lord.
I mean, it's going to be full of every kind of...
What machine?
Cocktail.
How I see it is that I'm guessing they have them all in like these plastic dispensers or plastic bags, and they'll just drop them in there and they'll perforate.
But they're all shooting. They're all shooting out the same orifice.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
Oh, they're not? It looks like it in the machine. It looks like there's one.
It's all
they are.
It looks like a one holer.
See, therefore, that's why you're going to have mayonnaise in there, and then when you want just ketchup, you're going to get a little bit of mayonnaise.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
And buddy, what a delicious treat that is. You got a little red, you got a little white, you got a little party.
I don't think so, man.
Don't you refer to your male member as the mayonnaise shooter?
That's right, I do. Yeah. Sometimes it's a lemonade shooter, and you never want to get those confused.
Hey.
Otherwise, it'll cost you an extra $80. I just did a lot there, folks. And
you forgot around the corner.
As far as comedy,
the syllable count was really clean.
Dollar for dollar. Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. Can I talk to you for a minute? What I'm going to do in about an hour, just shut my eyes and put all this way behind me. Way behind me. Simply Safe Home Security, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. Enjoy greater peace of mind. Let's say you're going to be going on vacation here soon. Well, you will have the benefit of knowing that your home's monitored around the clock by trained agents ready to defend your home against break-ins, fires, and other threats. And it's the Simply Safe top-rated app. You stay connected with your compound from anywhere. Arm or disarm your system remotely with the app. Check your cameras. Make sure everything's okay right there on your phone. Simply Safe arrives to your door and is easy to set up yourself, of course, in about 30 minutes. Or you can have Simply Safe certified technicians install it for you. And they have financing through a firm. You can secure your home today and just pay installments over time to fit that budget. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Go today. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
I'm very excited because coming up we have a special treat. Oh, yeah. It's going to be Mr. Jeff Oskay with news we failed to mention. Thank you, Jess Hooker. Coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Thanks for tuning into the Bob and Tom Show this morning. For everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, and, of course, links to our social media sites. A great way to get a hold of Allie Breen if you'd like to send her one of your relationship letters or questions. She's on Wednesday Wednesdays, it's Sexy Time with Allie Breen, and you can reach her, ALLIBREEN, across all social media, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, she's there. AllieBreen.com, another place to send your letters. And Allie will be reading your relationship letters next Wednesday. We call it Hump Day here. Tom likes to call it Sexy Time. And you can contribute your letters to Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN, rolling through a Friday with you on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom news headlines. Holding this week's Group of Seven summit in Hiroshima, the site of the world's first atomic bomb attack, as an attempt by Prime Minister to promote an anti-nuclear message. For many survivors, also a rare and possible final chance to show the world efforts to get rid of nuclear weapons. Criticism that Kishida's nuclear disarmament pledge is empty rhetoric. Tsuchiya Kido, an 83-year-old survivor from Nagasaki, says he doubts if Kishida can convince the three G7 nuclear states to make greater anti-nuclear efforts. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake caused a small tsunami to wash ashore in the South Pacific Islands Friday. No damage reported. The threat passed in just a few hours. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said waves 2 feet above tide level measured off Lennox-Hale, a port town in Vanuatu. Smaller waves measured by coastal or deep ocean gauges elsewhere off Vanuatu and New Caledonia, New Zealand. Vanuatu's National Disaster Management Office advised people to head to higher ground. Waves 8 inches above tides measured in North Cape, New Zealand. The quake's epicenter near the Loyalty Islands, part of New Caledonia. ChatGPT is now a smartphone app. It could be good news for people who like to use the artificial intelligence chatbot. Could be bad news for all the clone apps that have tried to profit off the technology. The free app became available on iPhones and iPads in the U.S. Thursday and will later be coming to Android phones. Unlike the web version, you can also ask it questions using your voice with the app. Company makes it. OpenAI says it will remain ad-free, but syncs your history across devices. It'll start rolling out in the U.S. Thursday, expanding to other countries in coming weeks. And that's a look at your news headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show, among other things, we'll feature comedians Greg Warren, Al Jackson, Reno Collier, Dave the King Wilson, and a special Carb Day show from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
I never did win the race when it was a Corvette.
Well, didn't he let you drive his?
No.
That's next week on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Scalpel, clamp, knife.
Ow! Hey! What the? Ah!
Waking up during an operation can be both traumatic and painful. Did you know that you have a choice when it comes to choosing an anesthesia?
What?
Introducing Ed Padural's Anesthesia City! Anesthesia City!
Hey, Eddie Perdural here. When you need to get gooned on the goofy juice, it really helps to shop around. And there's no better time than now, as we're getting giddy at Anesthesia City. It's our once-a-year Malaise Days.
Malaise Days!
Bring in your Zoo Book coupon, and we'll knock off an additional 50% on scratch and dent ethers, pentathols, and nitrous.
Anesthesia City!
And oh yeah, free balloons for the kids. Hey, if they're real young, make sure they don't suck on any of that balloon air, if you know what I'm saying.
Anesthesia City! Open every day, 10 until 10. 9.
Hey, I'm Ed Perdural saying, so, what's it going to take for me to put you in a coma today?
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
But it's strange living back in America, you know. I mean, America's like a foreign country to me in a lot of ways.
Why?
I don't know. Things are weird. You know, I have friends that don't eat bread anymore. Everybody's on a low-carb diet. Well. And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer. Never the corpse.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
My man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Hello, Tom.
A couple quick things. We got Willie G and Reno Collier tonight and tomorrow night at the Funny Bone in Dayton. And as I've urged you before, please get off your ass and do something fun, okay?
Reno C and Willie G doing the comedy. Ooh, ooh. What'd you think?
That was really good.
What did you think?
Can I tell you something?
Yes, I want
In my head, I thought Willie G and Reno C doing comedy at the Dayton FB. That's right.
Way better.
No,
way better.
Not better, buddy.
No.
Both were
Pal,
bad.
Josh, you are Soldier Field, and I'm that weird alien thing they put on top of it, buddy. We are just building together.
So the response would be something like, those two, they are hackers. Pat Godwin is tonight and tomorrow at Crackers.
Isn't that bad?
No, that's my
Do you like
favorite.
that one?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay, it was awful, and I did it myself. I am ashamed and embarrassed. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Willie G and Reno tonight. That's going to be a great show. And tomorrow night, Dayton at the Funny Bone. Have some fun. While I'm at it, our good friend Greg Morton is at Comedy Off-Broadway in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky, one of the greatest spots in the world. And Donnie Baker is going to be making a cameo appearance in Bristol, Virginia at the Cameo Theater.
Very good.
That is sadly dumb, isn't it?
You're fine. You're fine.
Right now, I have enough self-flagellation. Is that the word? We have, I think, on the big screen, it's going to switch up. There we go.
Hey.
Look at that handsome man.
Hey, everybody. It's Jeff Oskay. How you guys doing today?
Hi, Jeffrey.
Sounds like you guys are having fun.
Jeff, is that one of my shirts?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, very clearly.
I recognize that.
Yeah, I take one home every Friday. I'm up to 19 of Tom's shirts at my house.
I got you beat.
No pockets.
Yeah, I forgot.
No pockets on that one.
Dose pockets.
Dose pockets.
Oh, they blend in.
That's a nice shirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Oskay from the Failed to Mention News Desk. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we have failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Jeff, do you feel like doing this today?
I don't know if you guys heard, but Greg Morton has a show at Lexington at Comedy Off-Broadway. What you failed to mention, the guy who works 50 hours a week for you, Tom, has a show next weekend that has not been mentioned at all.
Well, why would I mention it if it's not this weekend?
Oh, you son of a... I'm at Helium next weekend. Helium, Indianapolis. Come check me out. Thank you. A hotel guest awoke to a hotel manager sucking his toes during the middle of the night. What you failed to mention, it sounds like a more motel behavior.
A fine point, and you're correct.
Motel 10 Toesies.
The band Weezer showed up and played for striking writers in Hollywood. What you failed to mention, the striker writers said, okay, enough already. We'll get back to work.
Not a Weezer fan.
Africa, we get it. Toto did it better. Just drop it, Weezer.
Many original
Oh,
hits.
we're so edgy. Weezer. Get out of here.
Suck it, Weezer.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
A company has developed the world's first 3D printed edible fish fillet. What you failed to mention, the 3D printer takes nothing but squid ink.
Squid ink.
Wow, that is a...
Oh, it's probably because I don't have all the fancy sound effects that Greg Morton does. Here, watch this one, Tom. I'm a horn. Oh, check out this sound effect I could do with my mouth. June 16th, Greg Morton will be at the Dominion Raceway in Thornburg, Pennsylvania. What you failed to mention, I will still be next weekend at Helium in Indianapolis. There's a new fizzy THC tablet that you can throw into your drink and make it a drinkable marijuana beverage. What you failed to mention, I throw one in my bowl of Rice Krispies each morning. Put your ear to the bowl. You can hear the snap, crackle, and pot.
Pot! Snap, crackle, and pot.
Hey, check out this sound effect, Tom. I can do a rim shot with my mouth.
It seems you might be a little upset with Tom.
No, here, try it again. I'll handle the rim shot. Try it again. I got a better one.
Okay.
Yes, he's going to help you now.
There's a new fizzy THC tablet that you can throw into your drink and make a drinkable marijuana beverage. What you failed to mention, I throw one in my bowl of Rice Krispies each morning so I can hear the snap, crackle, and pot.
Oh. Now, Tom, what would we hear if Greg Morton had told that joke?
Oh, snap, crackle, and pot.
Oh, no. That's what you'd hear if Greg Morton were doing then. Oh, man.
Uh-oh, the Foxes are out. They're loving it.
Yeah.
They're going to be at Comedy Off-Broadway this weekend.
That's right.
With Greg Morton, opening for Greg Morton.
I heard Weezer's going to be there, too.
Is that right?
I love those guys.
Michigan now has a weed subscription box. What you failed to mention, they have different boxes curated for different users. They have like the newbie box, the edible box. My favorite is their old school box. It contains 2 bricks of Mexican ditch weed, a pack of zigzags, and a Fleetwood Mac Tusk album for separating out all the seeds. Oh, hey, check out this sound effect, Tom, I can make with my mouth. Look, I'm a gun.
That last joke was excellent, but the fact that
I couldn't get it out, that I Dick Hitswatered it all over the place.
Here's the thing. See, it's a great joke. The execution was terrible.
Okay.
Try it again, and I'm going to add a sound
Did
effect.
you say you're a gun? Is that what you
said? See? Check it out.
Try the joke again. I can make it work.
Okay.
Michigan now has a weed subscription box. What you failed to mention, my favorite is their old school box. It contains 2 bricks of Mexican ditch weed, a pack of zigzags, and a Fleetwood Mac. I can't say words today.
You know who has no trouble enunciating? Greg Morton.
He nailed that one. Yeah.
Beautiful. Look, you can make this sound effect. This sounds like a punch. He can do this one.
Oh.
Which is what I'm going to do to Tom in the hallway as soon as the segment's over.
That's an excellent joke. You see what he was doing there, Josh, was he was saying that it's old-fashioned pot, so it's low in THC, crappy, plays with old songs.
Right.
Yeah, very old school.
Robert De Niro welcomed his 7th child into the world this past week. What you failed to mention, 7 kids. That explains a few of his role choices.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait. Oh, I just saw here, right here on the card, Greg Morton is in Erie, PA at Keller's Comedy and Magic Club, May 25th through 27th. What you failed to mention, I'll still be at Helium Indy next weekend. Monkey shortage here in America. What you failed to mention, I say we
skip this one.
No, we have to hear it.
Got to do it.
No, this is well. There's a macaque monkey shortage here in America. What you failed to mention: too many scientists, not enough macaques. It's from an old rap song. Too many bitches, not enough hoes.
Remember, read the room.
Here, listen to this sound effect. I made it with my mouth. Thousands of riders and even more spectators each year are coming to the Philly Naked Bike Ride this year. It's back on. Of all the cities, what you failed to mention, of all the cities in our great country, and they went with Philly. That's the equivalent of having your opportunity to sleep with your choice of anyone from Hollywood, and you picked the lion from The Wizard of Oz. No? Okay. Did I mention Greg Morton will be? Okay. And finally, thank God. Hey, listen to this sound effect I make with my mouth. Wing. The state of Utah has banned Pornhub. What you failed to mention, what will the citizens do now? I guess they'll have to settle for xhamster.com XNXX.com, PornTube, XTube, Xvideos, OnlyFans, Wicked Angels, Evil Angels, Sweet Angels, Nasty Angel, Babes for Me, Babes for You, Porn Harvest, XXXTube, Beach Voyeur Clips, AmateurPorn.me, Coles.com, and AnnTaylor.com. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
Failed to mention. Can you wash that shirt after all the flops went on it? It probably stinks. Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. That was very enlightening.
He's going to kill you.
Yeah, he's going to punch you, please.
Upset about it.
I'd stay in here for a while. And then when he kills you,
Stupid world.
the cops are going to ask for a motive, and then we're just going to show them that clip.
Wow, it's rough.
Japanese ice cream brand has broken the Guinness World Record for the most expensive ice cream.
Really?
The company, known as Cellato, Cellato, dished up a treat that cost nearly $7,000 per serving.
That's a lot of money.
That's way too much.
To earn the
Cellato money. The name of it, you see.
Cellato. That's what that's what they got the name. How much does it cost?
$7,000 a serving.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
The dessert called
Well, how big is the serve?
Byakuya includes ingredients such as edible gold leaf, Parmigiano Reggiano, that's a cheese, and other natural cheeses, sake lees, as well as a rare white truffle grown in Alba, Italy, which alone is priced at $15,000 a pound, 2 pounds, kilogram.
Sake lees. It's a weird name.
Yeah. I've been to a massage parlor called Sucky Lee's. Very nice ladies.
Who eats a $15,000 worth of ice cream in one bowl?
I don't know.
Who's like a rich fatso? Orson Welles, maybe? I don't know.
He probably would have tried it.
Yeah, kind of dated, but he was a rich fat guy.
DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled, yeah. Oh, that guy's rich.
He doesn't eat anything.
Fat
This
as
says,
hell.
this says, wow, $7,000 per serving extra for the cone.
Oh, man.
That
They
is,
even nail you for the...
You'd think that that'd be included. That is just...
Sugar cone or waffle cone, Tom?
Depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Waffle?
Like them both.
I'm going waffle every time.
Waffle every time?
Yes.
All right.
Waffle, waffle, waffle.
I think I'm going sugar or cake. I don't like the waffle cones.
That's shocking to me.
What do you think of that?
Stupid.
Another one?
Like DJ Khaled.
A chef in Nigeria has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest nonstop cooking session. Hilda Bachi had cooked for 100 hours to surpass the previous record of 87 hours, 45 minutes. She cooked dozens of Nigerian delicacies ranging from soups to stew and various proteins.
She whipped up a batchy, huh?
Jollof rice.
Oh, I see. Salato flies. Batchy doesn't.
Oh. Like a batch, you mean?
Jollof rice.
I see.
Jollof rice.
Huh?
One of the most iconic West African dishes, also featured on the menu. Thousands of locals and celebrities cheered her on at the scene through day and night. Many more monitored online via several streaming platforms.
I think my Aunt Marg spent more time making our Thanksgiving dinners.
Then 11 hours? Probably.
87 hours straight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was the old record.
I totally misheard.
No, the new record's 100 hours.
Wow. On a rice dish?
On everything.
Making all kinds of, but I mean,
she
I
cooked
didn't listen
dozens.
to one word.
Didn't your mom for Thanksgiving spend hundreds of hours cooking?
Hundreds?
Absolutely.
No.
So that means she starts cooking 7 days beforehand? Is that
I
what
know the
you're...
guy that I worked with at the place where I worked as a cook, Ronnie. I mean, he was so heavy into the crank, he probably cooked 100 straight hours.
Yeah, but he cooked everything very fast.
He liked the crank, huh?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. He was always up and ready to work.
Stupid world.
Another one.
Another one.
And another one, and again, an 84-year-old climber were rescued from a mountain in Nepal while trying to break a world record.
Why even bother?
Spanish climber Carlos Soria. Soria, I didn't make it. I'm sorry, Soria.
Soria, not Soria.
It was attempting to become the oldest person to summit all the world's highest peaks when he got hurt on his way to the summit of Mount Dalogiri. He was flown from the mountain by a rescue helicopter and brought to a hospital in Kathmandu for treatment. He scaled 12 of the 14 highest mountains in the world, including Mount Everest. There you go.
What was this one? Was he piggybacking on a Sherpa, or was he actually walking? Seems a little old for this, don't you think?
Yep.
Yes.
You're over the age of 72, you don't get saved if you're hurt on a mountain. That should be the law.
I just say no new experiences at all.
That's right.
You've had your fun.
Yeah.
Stay inside. You can read. Only books you've already read, though.
You're exactly right, Willie.
I mean, at 84, I'll be lucky if I can climb stairs at this point.
You know what you can do? You know, you're more than welcome to stare out the window. That's it. Have a look out the window all day.
I guess when this guy was doing this, one of the tennis balls came off his walker and almost killed the guy below him.
Oh, man.
Those things freeze.
Bounced.
Yeah, that is. We've had a bunch of news out of Nepal, and is adding the H to Kathmandu, is that a new thing, or am I just...
I never knew how it was spelled before.
Now it's Kath, Mandu.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is that Kathmandu?
Is it pronounced Kathmandu? Are they
well, if you lift,
changing it up on us? I'm just asking. Okay, well, thank you very much. Is that it for sports? Fun?
Yes, that's it for sports.
No, it's been a long siege.
I'm glad that we've been doing a lot of these.
This is what you farted for.
I'm sorry, Josh, what?
Old people records?
Well, the stuff about Everest and everything like that.
Yeah, why is that?
I love the sound of Nepal in the morning.
Nice.
No, it wasn't.
That is great. I'm sorry I was busy over here and too busy to laugh.
I liked how we played the outro music, and then you had to wait like 10 seconds to say it.
I just stew in what I was about to say.
No, but you were waiting for Tom's child to say farting. That's what you were waiting for. This is where you work.
I love the smell. What is it?
I said sound in this case.
Oh, that ruined it.
It was ruined before it was said.
I love the smell of Nepal in the either way, it's an excellent joke.
Thank you.
Reference to what, Pat Godwin?
No idea. I mean the napalm in the morning, right?
Yes.
The movie is?
Yeah, Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. Yeah, that's
don't
what
sound so excited.
Apocalypse Now. That's right.
Oh, that's it.
There's got to be a apocalypse.
Right now, it's once again quiz time. I'll pretend Christy's here just for the relief.
I'm a pretty lady.
Christy Lee, what is your sleep number setting?
65.
She would say 45.
I'll just lay on the floor. I'm fine.
Okay, now, the sleep number bed is adjustable. Her sleep number setting is 45. I'll start over. Okay, Christy, if you were here, what's your sleep number setting? She would say 45. That means a relatively soft mattress. However, Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom, and it stays firm with the sleep number bed. Never sags, by gosh.
So adjustable firmness is just part of the great things that you will find out about a sleep number bed.
Oh, yeah.
We call it leveling up your sleep patterns, your sleep habits.
Level up.
Sleeping too hot or too cold, Sleep Number has special stuff for that, too. And lots of recommendations about what the things are that you do when you sleep. We call it sleeping at the next level, as I said. Unlock your potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you do. And right now, 50% off the famous Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Special financing available for a limited time, subject to credit approval. See a store for all the details. And when I say a store, I mean the Sleep Number store. You'll find it by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Lots of ways to make you comfortable. The Sleep Number bed adjusts at the touch of a button. Either side has its own setting, so everybody's happy. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. You'll love yours too. Check it out at sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have our history lesson. Can we squeeze one more song out of you, Pat?
Do you want me to?
Of course we do. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Maria, were you a temp?
I was temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
We do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. No. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. The West week, Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. So guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You know, you get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Here are your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I've done a little. I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake. Temp want cake.
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
That's a better product for you.
That's Monday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's the love of your life, and you want to make her feel special on Valentine's Day. Gentlemen, if you're looking for a romantic gift this Valentine's Day, then Frigamall Florist has the gift for you. It's our I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. Yes, for just $59.95, you can send her the I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet. The I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet proclaims your lust for her in the most romantic way possible. The bouquet of lovely fresh flowers says, let's do it, and my loins ache. Your wedding vows didn't include a vow of chastity, but you're not going to see any action unless you act now. So pick up the phone and order the I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I send you some flowers bouquet right now. That's the I Know I'm Not Going to Get Any for a month unless I order you some flowers bouquet. With one phone call, you can cover your ass and get some ass. It's a win-win. Call now, because when Cupid shoots his arrow on February 14th, you won't be shooting anything unless you get her some flowers.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian David Crow is here with us.
I think the most intense culture in the world's got to be the Japanese. I read that they won't play Trivial Pursuit in Japan.
They won't?
No. I think these guys are afraid of their wives.
In Japan?
Well, probably.
Yeah. I know the Japanese ladies are very meek and polite in public, but you know that pent-up frustration's got to come out somewhere. And I think it's at home. They get home just, I can't believe you don't know who plays Alice on the Brady Bunch. Everybody know Ann B. Davis play Alice. Mr. Yoshikaru knew, Mr. Arakawa know. You don't know. Aunt Jemima, she the syrup lady. She don't clean for Mike and Carol. I shall bind your feet for 2 days. mean, how do you think sushi got invented? Screw you, cook for yourself.
Dear Donnie Baker, where did you work before you worked for Randy? Man, before I had this job, I had a whole bunch of jobs. I remember one summer I got fired from a car wash because I was really messing with Toby Coon's car. He owed me $50 from the Dockin concert that summer and wouldn't pay up, but still had the nerve to drive through Sonny's car wash where me and Scotty worked. I told Scotty to cover me while I gave Toby's sunroof the old Donnie Baker Doberman Pancher. I swear to God I did, man. He tried to sue Sonny's car wash, but they said they weren't liable because he forgot to shut his sunroof. You have to shut your sunroof at the car wash, man. It's state law. That ain't half as bad as the time I dropped one on Scotty's windshield in his first 40 XP. Did it just for fun. He hit the wipers and it looked like a bad game of hot potato.
Stop reading the mail and get back to work.
Shut up, Randy, before I go outside and open your sunroof. I gotta go.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby is here. Hey. Willie Griswold's over there.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
Patty G, you ready for another song?
Sure.
What do you feel like playing? This is a artist's choice.
Little Who.
Oh, there you go.
You know, Greg Morton's down to Comedy Off Broadway this weekend.
In Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah. I love Greg Morton. If you don't go see him, something's wrong with you.
But I'm at Crackers in Indianapolis.
Too much. Oh, no.
I'm at Crackers in Indy. All guitar acts. They're all hacks. Talking about a generalization. Lady golfers all wear slacks. Talking about a generalization. French people smell like skunks. That's an offensive generalization. Irish guys are always drunk. Actually, that's an observation. Yeah, my generalizations. These are my generalizations, baby. Tom brings up Josh's porn, talking about his masturbation. Then he mentioned bowels and corn, always talking defecation. Used by things, I'm just saying, talk about a generalization. The poop songs are the only thing I'm playing, talking about a generalization. Yeah, my generalizations, baby. I'm at Crackers in Indianapolis. All right.
That was great, Pat.
Started off nice.
That was nice.
Very nice.
One of the great rock songs of all time. Spoiled, but thank you. I certainly appreciate that. We have
time now for today in history.
This is amazing.
May 19th, Tom.
May 19th.
Now we'll see if it's amazing.
2023. Greg Morton was at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes, go see him.
And okay, thank you very much. You know what time it is, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
We've been talking about ping pong all day, so I figured I'd educate you. What do you call a woman standing in the middle of a ping pong table?
What?
A net.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Annette.
Like Annette Funicello.
Mm-hmm. That's the only Annette. That's the only Annette you. Oh, Annette O'Toole.
Annette Benning.
I think she's married to Michael McKean, actually. Annette O'Toole, I think.
Oh, very nice. Well, thank you, Ace. I certainly enjoyed
Never
that.
found her.
Learned something.
Almost hard to look at, really.
We have
Annette Funicello is my first crush, though.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Too
Knockers.
hairy for
Too
me.
hairy, really?
Oh, I always imagined her.
Big
I
jugs.
bet it was.
Nether regions like
Giant jugs.
Oh, sure.
hugely pubic.
Here's
Judy
an
Landers.
Was she
Who?
Skippy?
Judy Landers.
Judy Landers.
Who's that?
One of the Landers sisters. Yeah.
You guys talking about old ladies with big boobs?
Yep.
Sorry.
Leslie Easterbrook? Oh, please.
Could we get back to Today in History?
I'll come back 3 days later for her, if you know what I'm saying.
That's right.
Easter joke.
Sorry. 1536.
Oh, good. Martin Luther.
Josh, who was executed?
Martin Luther.
In 1536?
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Marty, the one-man party, Luther.
Let them eat cake, that lady.
Antoinette?
No. Anne Boleyn.
Oh, the other Anne.
Okay, you've said this.
Not Antoinette.
You've said this on 4 separate occasions.
Yeah, I know.
this month.
We had it a couple weeks ago because that's when her trial started.
Okay.
Today was the anniversary of the head lopping off.
This is it. All right, no more Anne Boleyn.
No, well, tomorrow, since we're not going to be here, that's when Henry VIII promised to look for her real killer. 1977. This is for Willie. Burt Reynolds starred in the first of a series of movies. What was it called?
Oh, Burt Reynolds. I don't know.
They call this
cop movie?
Series of movies?
Yeah, there is a cop in it.
It's not. No, I have no idea. I want to say Magnum PI. But
and a nickname for the cop is in the title of the movie.
Huh? Something Dick. Dick. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yep, Dick and the Bandit. That's right.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Come on, man.
That's an attention getter.
How about this one? 1999 Star Wars. Now this gets really confusing. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
No one's really that confused by it.
Yeah.
Love that. Such a fun movie.
Really?
That was the one that I remember. It came out when I was in kindergarten. I was so excited to go watch it with my brother.
Wasn't that Darth Vader as a baby or something?
Yeah, young Anakin Skywalker, played by Jake Lloyd.
Right. And he sneezes in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
I'm allergic to midichlorians or whatever that is.
Pod racing, so cool.
Happy birthday. 1925 Malcolm X.
Help me, Eddie.
See, I didn't see the first 9.
Yeah, I was going to go there.
I was lost.
There's number 5, Malcolm.
Time now for things we learned. We should move along here.
Oh, this is a rough one. Happy birthday. No, I'm not even going to say.
Pol Pot?
Pol Pot, 1925.
Yeah, that's not happy birthday to him.
No, awful human being. That's probably the worst.
Doesn't that sound like a recipe for slow cooker?
Yes.
Pol Pot.
Put in the sausages.
Put the sausages.
Pete Townsend, you just did something.
wow.
You honored Pete, 1945.
Josh decided to turn the entire show upside down this morning, hanging up a framed drawing of himself in the hallway.
Thought it would be quietly admired.
Did you bring in a hammer?
No, I borrowed one from Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the whole thing. He's hanging up stuff when we're gone.
I wanted it done right.
Me. Thus declaring it Josh Day.
No, I didn't.
May 19 is Steely Dan Day, they say. Hey 19, and Josh does not like Kid Charlemagne.
No,
Josh wants
pick a melody.
Josh wants a petting zoo here for his 7th anniversary. Right. How about the petting zoo and the one-man band out in the parking lot? That'd be great. That'd be
No, we're getting him a wedding cake.
And
remember?
A popcorn.
He wants wedding cake for his...
No, I just like that. I like white cake with white icing. It doesn't have to be like a 3-tier.
That's not what I heard.
Okay, I'll take a wedding cake.
Get a wedding cake.
All right.
You don't have to get married or anything, just a wedding cake.
Tom wants to know what's
I'm going to marry one of your daughters.
Oh, my. Well, you know what? I don't think the oldest one's an option.
She'll learn to love me.
No, I was going to say, I was going to marry one of your younger daughters, but they're a little too old for me.
That is sick, Tom.
Wow.
I think those are fighting words.
Insane joke to make.
And Tom answered this question this morning. Where was the ping pong ball?
Well, I think the headline was, if I'm getting this correct, it said that the, what was it, the ping pong ball was in the anus. And I think the correct answer would be rectum, and technically it should be a table tennis ball to genericize it to the public.
And?
It was in a butt.
That's all we wanted.
Yeah, okay.
And big news, I hope this doesn't change the show in any way.
Yes.
But in the very near future, Ace Cosby and I are going to Disney World. So
have fun.
Very, very excited. We're going to ride all the rides.
You guys will have a great time.
We're going to eat Mickey Mouse ice cream bar with our arms around each other.
nice.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Don't go to the Hall of Assassins. Ever seen that?
Oh.
We have the robots of Sirhan, Lee Oswald.
Yeah, you have to check in with the John Wilkes booth.
Yeah, it's great.
Don't cheer that.
That's it. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.